do you want to do one of your? There's only 4 left. You've only got 4 of these left to do.
I kind of do, only because I feel like I have a vaguely important discovery.
But the thing is, when you do this, I guess the thing about it is that I let you do this extremely loud, obnoxious radio voice off the top.
I'll do it like at a normal volume. I'll be chill about it.
But then that I don't mind it. It's not a complaint. I'm just saying I let you do that because I can tell you want to do it.
Like an attack.
I can tell you want to do it. Again, not an attack. I can just tell. I can tell that
I feel
every fiber of your being wants to be as annoyingly professional as possible.
Exactly. Yeah.
But not only that, then I let you choose the topic of conversation that we go right in on, and then
you're quite capable of maneuvering a conversation, Josiah. Don't act like an innocent, just like naive schoolboy in the world, the rough and tough world of podcasting here. Just like, I don't know, Sam just sets the topics and I just talk about it.
What what's funny about that is I used to think that my flaw was that I would steer every conversation towards the topic of Blink-182. And now I feel like I've tried to steer away from it at all costs.
That's interesting. So you've developed new flaws in its place, or do you feel like you have no flaws anymore?
Yeah, I think I'm just perfect now. And with that, I hand over the baton to you. Please, Sam, hit us with a welcome.
Welcome to Blink 155. Recently evolved into the internet's like 7th or 8th Blink-182 podcast. That's right. I discovered that in August, a new Blink-182 podcast is on the scene. Of course, I'm talking about Blink-182 Chile Live, a Chilean Blink-182 podcast.
What?
First episode premiered August 16th, 2020.
Wow.
So
this is huge.
This is good because I don't know that we're really like literally speaking to this audience because we do not speak the language.
Episodio 1. Yeah.
Episodio 1. Now we can try to translate.
It's on YouTube too, so we can throw some of it on if you want.
Damn, yeah, let's throw it on. Let's see how they're doing.
Right off the top. Imagine they're exactly us, but Chilean versions of us.
It's just like,
there's no way you can do it.
That was not going to be a good idea.
Whoa, this is 3 hours long. Holy shit!
No one cares. Chileans.
Unless this is
why
this
don't
like
you Chilean out?
Is this like a live stream or something? No, they get right into it somewhere off the top. There's just keyboard clacking sounds.
This is basically Blink-155. It's like the ambient noise of people doing work. Wow. Okay. So just as we sort of experience the setup of this podcast, the description is translated. We commented on the news of Blink-182 with a live broadcast via Facebook Live with the fans of the band, and then highlight the best in podcast format. So this to me sounds like maybe if they're highlighting the best in podcast format, might that include us? Like if you were going to talk about the best in podcast format, I feel like you'd have to talk about Blink-182.
There was one of these accounts. I don't know if it was Blink-182 Chile or... Wow, I said that so bad because I feel like I always want to say Chile, but I also want to say Chile, so it's like you have to decide.
Oye, ya empezó a llegar gente.
The Chileans are here.
They're here.
Estoy por ahí.
What's up?
Hola. Bien.
Hola. Is Chile
Bueno, voy a saludar de partida a los
Spanish?
que vienen llegando. Tenemos a muchos amigos por ahí conocidos.
let's
Veo
learn
a
a little bit here.
Alto Menéndez.
You don't understand what they're saying?
Coleccionista.
I do. Sorry, I should stop
Iquín
talking
Gómez,
over.
Manuel Martínez. No sé, Kaki, si te acordáis del clásico No.
Yeah, they're speaking Spanish, I believe.
Ahí está,
Yeah, okay.
Juliano.
So the description for this
Sigue.
episode is first
David,
chapter originally
Jordan,
broadcast via Facebook Live and later re-edited for its podcast
Maxi
version.
Andrés.
We talked about current events of
Llegando toda la gente
Blink-182,
ya.
their new single
Tenemos
Quarantine,
63,
the
bueno,
band's
súper rápido.
collaborations,
Espérame,
side
me dan un
projects,
segundito, voy a
and
publicar
much
en este
more.
momento en el Instagram.
They even look like
para
us.
avisar que estamos acá y que empieza a llegar
Do you
la
think
gente para este lado.
I'm the gamer chair boy, and you're the black hoodie on the right?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Conocido sobre todo
I
en
will
Instagram.
say this is pretty impressive. This video is 3 hours long, and the iTunes link that you sent me is is it 1 hour? 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Wow. That's some real, that's like early Blink-155 days.
But it did hit the podcast app a full week after being on YouTube. So
that's how long it takes to edit this thing when you want to edit it. Oh, they seem like good friends. They are just like us, Josiah.
I can't remember. Well, good friends off the top, though, that's not a good sign. They're going to.
Oh, that's true. Well, I think Blink-182 Chile has existed, according to the badge in this video, since 2009. So this might be their first podcast, but these fellows have been blinking down south. I guess you'd consider that's south.
Most things we do live in the Great White North.
Right. Okay.
We are both gray and white. So what I was going to say
what do you know about the country of Chile, besides that we don't know how to pronounce it?
It's hard to say. I was trying to say, I think, last week and to be honest, I think I've healed a little bit, but I'm still kind of mad at Mark Hoppus about everything.
I forgot about it, but I'm mad again.
But in that same chat, he sort of did a passing comment like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about this because Blink-182 country, whatever name, will clip it out of context, and then it'll be news everywhere." And I can't remember if it was Blink-182 Chile or maybe Blink-182 Italia. One of those ones. He threw them under the bus. They got really upset, and then he had to apologize and was like, "Don't take this out of context. I appreciate them. I was just saying that." And he was trying to immediately a very dramatic Discord server that Mark Hoppus is running.
I may, Mark Hoppus, as I said last week, just what the fuck are you doing? No one wants to be in a Slack chat with you. It's a strange thing for a grown-up famous man to do.
It's true.
You're not a Twitch streamer. You're not Pewdie Mark. It's bizarre.
If you were Mark Hoppus, at his level of infamy and wealth and success, and you were in between albums and it was quarantine, what would you do, Sam?
Oh, what? I think I'd develop a vaguely concerning hobby. I'd become really good at crossbow. And on my entire Instagram would be me at the range, and you'd wonder what is this for? What motivated this? How did he get so good so quickly?
Pre-prepper.
Yeah, exactly. But there'd be no other stuff. It would all otherwise be normal. But it'd be I'd build my own crossbow eventually. I'd be it's not, the store-bought bows are never right to your specifications. The only way is to do it yourself.
Well, you did reveal on our recent exclusive, and it's worth noting while we speak over Blink-182 Chile podcast, we still have a lot of exclusives to come, despite the fact that there's only 4 episodes left.
There's going to be 2 exclusives a week until we're done.
Yeah, exactly. No, but there are a lot to come. So patreon.com/Blink-155. But on the most recent one, you revealed that you almost became a birder. So I do believe that you could become a crossbow guy.
Yeah, well, exactly. We're all trying out different, different hobbies. Okay, I want to ask you the same question, but I really need to get this thought out of my head now, such as the podcast, which is that I'm finding it shockingly easy to talk over these guys. A, that's because I'm a massive, egotistical dickhead. But B, it's because they're not speaking English, so I'm not trying to figure out what they're saying in my brain while also talking. And I saw a tweet this week from, I don't know if it's a mutual, but someone else in sort of Canadian music media who lives in Montreal, who was like, "I've been back in Toronto for a month, and I don't know how, people stand being in bars here because I hear people speaking in English and I'm so distracted. Blah, blah, blah. How do you do it? I live in Montreal." And then someone else was like, "I found the same thing when I moved back from the Belle Provence." And I was like, all of you people should be shot into the sun, except that I actually kind of see what they were getting at.
Right. I saw that tweet too. I think there was I feel like there was some sort of funny joke in there as well, other than just being.
But it was a pure I've lived in another place.
Yeah, it was very much a 2 cities in the bio kind of Twitter joke.
But it's like Toronto, like YYZ car emoji. Why? What's
I don't know. Damn. I don't want to know what that. I hate that. I think it's YUL actually. Yeah. Maybe, but they say MTL here. And there's people who live here who wear fitted hats that say MTL on them, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. I mean, those hats are meant for those hats are meant for Degrassi extras or something, not you.
I mean, I'll be honest. I feel like Montreal hardly has the market cornered on embarrassing city merchandise.
That's true. Yeah, I
So
read
what
that
about
tweet
you?
as
If
more
you-
being. I agreed with that tweet because I thought, like, whenever I'm in Toronto, definitely it's like when you can't understand what other people are saying, it's so freeing. Actually, it's wonderful. I mean, this is just
I
a nice
believe that.
din in the background. I feel like we're being racist now, probably.
No, yeah, I feel like I'm like at a really authentic restaurant.
I'm letting them talk for a bit now because of that.
Okay.
Mira, porque vamos en 101 personas ya.
Weón, 101 personas. Avancemos a la siguiente noticia entonces.
So if you were Mark Hoppus,
One of them was just rubbing his hands together. That's universal. That's a universal language.
Hell yeah, that's
He's
right.
hungry.
Everyone smiles, like everyone laughs, and everyone rubs their hands together when a plan is coming together, or they're hungry.
I think if I was Mark Hoppus, I'd probably have the exact same life I have now, but with less credit card debt, maybe.
Right.
I feel like I would be running a very dramatic Discord server, probably.
I would say I feel like your Twitter page is a bit of a dramatic Discord server.
It's true.
You're doing your best. You're like on the farm team for sure.
Discord server, what are you? Ian Mackay's waiter?
Oh wow, that was good. Your future as a sort of punk comedian, like just a very literal kind of Neil Hamburger, is going to be great.
I don't think it's going to work because I'm not a big fan of the hard times, and it's all. I mean, I've shot myself in the foot with that. I don't think the Babylon Bee has room for a punk writer.
Babylon Bee. I feel like you maybe underestimate the sort of hunger in the punk community for great punk comedy.
It's true.
Like, if Mark Zuckerberg had said, "Hey, there's already MySpace," I mean, think about where we'd be. And so you could be the Facebook of punk comedy. The hard times is
MySpace? Wow.
Yeah.
What are the other ones, like Jaded Punk, Hulk?
Yeah, was that like a website or just like I'll be honest, initially to me funny Twitter account.
Remember when everything was a Hulk? That was like
Yeah.
the thing. And now
Yeah,
everyone
some of
started.
those are funny.
Now everyone started accounts of the fly that landed on Mike Pence's head. Same kind of vibe, I think, to do that.
Is there any world in which you could make a sort of novelty Twitter account in 2020 and have it be funny? Like, when was the last time you saw that? I mean, I almost feel like the fly sort of went so far back around that it was like not
that
funny,
it was
but
almost funny? It could almost have been funny again.
It was just funny how immediate it was. It was more funny that like so many of them existed.
I think the funniest novelty account to me is Cat Williams Farrell, and it's
Oh, that's actually still pretty. Yeah, I actually think that account is legitimately funny.
Will Ferrell and Cat Williams together. They used to just only tweet like Hope Jobs Cash jokes.
Yeah,
But now
it feels like it's like glitch art version of staid weird Twitter joke formats.
Yeah, and also just like some straight up like direct bullying of specific users that are annoying, and a lot of like goatsy stuff too. So it's definitely like, I mean, that's a pretty good account.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I did just see just a little switcheroo here. Chilean you, I think, just sipped upon the devil's brew. And so maybe I'm Gamer Chair and you're,
Or maybe in the Chilean version they're swapped.
Oh, because I bet here's the thing. Everyone always talks about Australia, but Chile is also on like the other side of the world. So does the toilet go the other way? Like is everything backwards?
Well, I'm so happy that you brought up Australia, Sam, because that is what I wanted to talk to you about in the intro.
See, I knew you'd find a way. I always believed in you, man.
Should we just let them talk under the whole episode?
I think they should. I mean, let's see
featuring.
It's like a competition now. It's like who can outpod the other one. So we've got 2 hours and 40 minutes. But yeah, Australia.
I love having background noise too. You just kind of.
It is. Well, it just like fills in the gaps in a really comforting way. It's like anytime we put on music, I was like sort of radio style, just like a subtle bed track. It
It helps.
Yeah.
That's why I think we're both going to collapse at the end of this, because over all the years we've never had a gap at all. Like not just have we not taken a week off. There has never been like more than a millisecond of silence between our voices.
It's true. The one thing that like really never got edited out when we even edited this podcast was silence. Like sometimes it would be like creating space to allow a joke to land.
Exactly.
Such a fucking hurry to get to the next. Yeah. I want to make sure my thing gets heard here.
So good. I wanted to talk to you about Australia because it's funny that you mentioned that.
I wanted to heir you talk to me about
because
Australia.
Because the thing about Australia is, did you know, and this is true, did you know that Australia has kind of their own version of
Blink-182, Blink-155? Is there?
Well, no, similar kind of thing. It's like comedy parody artist, like kind of like the one we have here, Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay. So it's like an Australian Weird Al, like appeared on the Australian version of some sort of Australian Dr. Demento show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't know his origin story, but he's kind of like Weird Al, except he changes songs to make them have like to impart life lessons. They're not really funny. They're more about like growth as a person.
Yeah. Okay.
And sort of about imparting his knowledge, what he's learned over the years, his wisdom.
Okay.
And so it's the Australian Weird Al.
I'm not familiar with that. That's so interesting.
But it's just funny you said that, because how things are a little bit backwards when you go down under in Chile or in Australia. So the Weird Al that they have over there, his name is backwards from the way that you'd say it here. And so he's like a parody artist who's trying to impart wisdom, so that's why his name is Al Wise.
Oh, you got this long intro. Okay.
Pretty good at it, right? That was pretty good.
I honestly, and again, your ability to find a way to transition is unmatched.
That one was not on me. That was on you reading the energy, finding the pod magic, knowing that I think yesterday thought of Al Wise, and thinking about it all day, and thought, there's not going to be a way to transition into that. It's going to be really awkward. And then it was just handed to me on a silver platter.
That's why we're such a good team. We go together. That's why we go together like lemon and lime. So the song Always by the band Blink-182. Josiah, how do you like it for you?
I feel like I gave away to you my feelings earlier about it when we were talking, and then I was thinking maybe me telling you that, did that influence your feelings towards it?
No, I mean,
because my feelings might have changed since we last talked.
So I listened to it again, and this is something else that I actually think we talked about in this week's Sclusy, is this discovery that we feel like we made 3.5 years into this project, which is that like good Blink songs are basically them trying to write sped up Cure songs. This is in some ways the definition of that, except it's like not sped up enough. And so it is, to me, still quite bad. There's aspects of it that I fucking love, but it is not for me. However, I recognize that this is going to be one of those songs that I think a lot of people really love. This seems like something that some people who listen to this podcast probably have like some deep, real emotional attachment to. And unlike First Aid or some of the like legitimately bad Blink songs that people like, I don't feel a compulsion to shit on it in the same way, but I do not like this song.
Well, I hope that you do, because it's healthy to get a good shit out, get a good log of shit out.
That's true. Don't
once
worry,
a
I'm
week.
crazy. My weekly shit. How many times a day do you shit?
It depends. Quite a lot, I feel like, when I think about it.
Yeah,
Just
same.
like,
That's what
especially
I'm thinking.
working
Like
from
once
home.
a day. I'm like, that's like I knew it would be more than once a day for
if
you
you
too. So.
if you work in an office, then yeah, it's like you're desperately trying not to shit. When I worked at Fast Forward, the bathroom was like
Well, it depends on the washroom situation because I feel like
Yeah.
I shit more when I worked in an office.
Oh no, like at Fast Forward,
privacy.
the bathroom was like basically in the kitchenette, and it was like just a door that went right to the toilet. Like it was just like a single bathroom, and then this really annoying girl's desk was right there. And even if you'd go to like pee, she'd be like, "You going to have a poop?" And I'd be like, "It's like that." Just like, and like you can hear her clacking on the keyboard while you're in there. So there's no way. Like it was just a fucking nightmare.
That's a nightmare, man.
Yeah.
I would. Was there like a local business? Was there like a Starbucks?
Well, I
or
actually
something you'd
lived
go
pretty
to?
close by at the time, so I would just like just time
home
it.
and shit.
Yeah, well, I'd go home for lunch, but I mean, we all knew what I was doing.
Yeah, you were eating your shit.
Exactly. But that's what I mean. Is like now that I've worked from home for so many years, my body is just like also when you like have to take a shit and then you're traveling home and then your body knows that you're like almost there,
God.
and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, let's go. It's like, so if you work from home all the time, your body's just like, yeah, I know how easy it is. You have to just So I mean, it's great, probably.
It's just not special anymore. That actually is like one of the things I think I miss about working in an office is like, because we had the last office that I was in, we had 2 fully private and in sort of around a corner. So like kind of no one really would see you go in and out. And so like just kind of get up from your desk, make a phone call, like make sure people kind of like thought that maybe you were getting up for another reason, and then go in there and just look at Twitter for 20 fucking minutes and like heaven. Whereas now, like I'll try to recreate that experience at home where I'll like get up and walk 6 feet to the bathroom from where I'm sitting right now and like sit there and be like, well, this is the same.
Yeah,
Like it's
not good.
It's really sad.
Yeah,
I'm still trying.
When I worked at like a high rise in the mailroom when I first moved to Calgary, there was like, because we were
Before long, you were CEO of the High Rise, an inspiring American tale.
I was offered to do some sort of like in-house training to get some sort of real job, but we played like Counter-Strike all day in the mailroom, which was like a shooter game on all the work computers. This one guy would always be like he would get too into it. Like we'd all be shooting each other, and he would be like, "You cunt!" Like when these like executives were in there. One of the CEO of the oil company was like friends with Dick Cheney. It was like a very evil place, but he would
That's bad energy.
He would like smash his keyboard and then have to go get a new one and like lie about why he smashed it. It was because I shot him. But anyways, we would deliver people's mail like all throughout the whole building, so we got to know like what was the best. And there was this secret bathroom hidden inside of a change room off of the food court area where it was like so high. It was like the 50th floor or something. You could see the entire city while you shed. Like you felt like such a king.
Oh, the best work washroom situation I've ever had was for a couple of months when I worked at the Masonic Temple in Toronto, which is like this very old Masonic temple. I mean, it literally has like multiple spooky throne rooms in it that are all painted red. Like it's very unsettling. But by the time I got there, they had kind of emptied out almost the entire building. And so it was kind of like the Detroiters situation where we were only on one floor. And then there was the floor below us, which in my mind was the third floor. Cause I think in the Detroiters episode, it's like about how great the bathroom is on the third floor. There was this like men's washroom, just like no one around for like miles. And it was like green, like in my mind, like ornate marble tiling. And then the actual toilet itself was like a step up and just in this like expansive stall. And there was a window you could crank open to Yonge Street. And so you just get the like energy of the city and the fresh air in this just like palatial fucking place where, Masons used to shit. Just fantastic.
You're shitting
Absolutely
among
fantastic.
the Masons. And speaking of shitting among the Masons, this is a Tom DeLonge song. And I think I do think that's like, I still am lost about this song because I think when I first had this album, I liked it. kind of. And I do think this is the first time that they've really like done a full-on genre throwback, and maybe they haven't really done that too much since either, really. But it's kind of rare to see Blink like try their hardest to just fully wear their influences on their sleeve, except I guess when they do like Fake Bad Religion songs or whatever. So that was interesting to me. And then I kind of hate the video now, but I feel like I liked it when I was younger. I feel like I thought it was cool.
The video's good. The video is really good.
But I think the problem is the chorus. And I think as we get to the end, I think what I'm realizing is that Tom writes amazing verses and pre-choruses and sucks at nailing the landing with the chorus.
I think that's it. The pre-chorus to this song is like one of the best things on this record. Like it's like listening back to it and I'm like, oh my God, it's fucking like, where is this going to take me? It's so fucking great. And it really feels like all of them clicking together and doing their like respective things so effectively in isolation, but it like really works so cohesively in a way that like sometimes it doesn't when you're getting like kitchen sink drums or bass chords like all the time, right?
Yeah.
And then that just like the chorus hits and it's such a letdown. It feels like an Angels and Airwaves chorus to me.
I don't even think it's. I think it's more like Angels and Airwaves is still kind of off the deep end, weird Tom, where it almost feels like he's doing like a first date style, like lazy, like he's trying, and I think he knows the formula that works, and so that's why he's trying to like nail it, but it just kind of, it just feels almost insulting, I think.
Yeah, well, just to me, it's such a bummer because, like you said, there's all these other elements that really work, and then that chorus hits, and I just like hear myself making a fart sound in my mind when that chorus hits.
Maybe it's because you're shitting while you're listening.
Well, I'm trying anyway. I'm in the bathroom a lot.
I like that. I guess that's something people do is they pretend to shit to hide from their wife or whatever.
Yeah. That's that's the other thing that I'm doing. You know?
I don't know. I think the chorus is bad, but I still think there's enough here that makes it good to me, maybe. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure by the end of this, we're both going to love it, just so you know. Also, Twitter was down for like an hour today while I was researching the episode, so there's a fucking lot of covers.
I believe it, and I actually look forward to hearing them. Like, I think it's going to be interesting because it's like there's elements here that are so worthwhile, and it flattens for me when it's supposed to get huge. And I just think it's like, it just feels like a wasted opportunity. And maybe you're right. Maybe it is an attempt to like recreate the first date formula. Although, I don't know. It also feels like them maybe trying to write, because it's all things considered also fairly understated. Like it's like a meh, 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 meh. And in that sense, maybe it's again, trying to be like, okay, who are our influences? Like that would like, The Cure are more understated, mostly sort of, than Blink. So,
although I will say, even to do the chorus to be na 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 na, like just to change it only on the fourth one, that's even kind of in Damn It a little bit too. Like it's kind of just like that's like a Blink thing to do. So I think trying to rip off The Cure was a good instinct that they did pretty well, but maybe the things that are bad about it are the Blinky things about it.
Maybe. And I also feel like it's a hard song to separate a little bit from the video. Like once it started, I haven't seen this in such a long time. I was like, oh, right. And it feels so of an era that my initial reaction was like, oh, I fucking hate this. I hate this song. I hate this video. And then I was like, wait, this video is like really well executed, but it feels like it could not be more this moment. Like this is, Tom has never looked more just like decrepitly emo than he did in this video.
Yeah, this video I feel like invented a whole genre of Tumblr posts that were like,
like this style of girl, like it's just like everything about it. I'm like, oh fuck.
Like, I could only imagine how many like sepia tone screenshots there are of this that have the lyrics in like 10 different fonts that are all over. Totally.
But I was just like watching it. I was like, oh, fucking the time code ass video. And then like the execution is really good.
Time code. Is there a narrative to the video? I always like kind of tune out because I just start focusing on whether or not their faces are matching up.
Yeah.
I've turned the volume off, by the way. So
the volume is so it's only me hearing it right now.
You're hearing it.
Thanks. No, I think it's just them. I feel like she only kisses Travis.
Oh yeah, because that was the thing on Meet the Barkers, and I think we already watched it on Hughes' Meet the Barkers on Patreon. But Shanna I always get tripped up on her pronunciation of her name. I think it's Shanna, not Shayna. But she was pissed about that, about the kiss.
Oh, that he's the only one that, because he is the only one that kisses her, right?
I think
so.
so.
Maybe it's kind of like the idea of like this. Did you just rewind to the kiss?
Well, I'm trying to see what else is on. Like, I'm trying to look at the set deck.
So I guess it's like about the idea of like, you know, this the repetition of sort of, you know, negative cycles in a relationship, but ultimately finding the person that's right for you. And for this woman who's not Travis's wife, it's Travis.
I think there's a Obey Giant sticker on the fridge. Maybe
a what?
Obey Giant sticker. That was a real signifier.
Said they might be giants, and I was like, remember that? Remember that early pod drama?
There's also Toy Page era Blink on the fridge. But I was trying to remember. There's a poster on the wall that I'm like, it looks so
posters on the wall. Like, so I don't understand. Are Blink playing Blink fans in this video? Like, is that why there's
why would there be a poster? What's that poster with the eyeball?
The spooky eye over the America bed?
Is that like that looks like an album cover. It looks like, what is that eye? It makes me think of like Matthew Goodband or Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It looks like the Vane album cover. But I don't think that's what it is.
That is what it is. That's where Vane got it from.
Yeah.
I can't even freeze it on the eye. I don't know. It looks like a Red Hot Chili Peppers album to me or something, or Mars Volta. I don't know. It looks bad, like something bad. It gives me a bad vibe, that eye.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the all-seeing eye for Tom's.
I think that's the famous eye.
We haven't really talked about Tom's Freemasonry on the pod at all. I think we've been too afraid.
I don't think... Do we even know? Like, I don't know what the Freemasons really are, except that all the presidents were one.
Yeah, I mean, it's
or whatever.
I'm scared to talk about it. I'm gonna get.
And then I mix them up with the Shriners. Like,
well, I think Shriners are
Shriners are Masons.
I think so. I think they're part of it.
I once had a guy try to explain to me what it was because my dad's a Mason. And he was like, I can, you know, if I show up in a city, like I just have a place to stay. I just have to do the secret handshake, but I can't tell you.
Yeah, well, Tom's new neck tattoo is like Freemason stuff.
Yeah.
So
I feel like maybe it's just something that like you don't really know until you're in it.
I think we just need to. Well, maybe it's.
Should we join the Freemasons?
I think maybe
over?
That's how we could have gotten Tom on, is if we had joined the Freemasons.
How to join Freemasons? Let's find out.
I guess that's just a generic eye. Maybe it's not like. Do you not see the album cover I'm thinking of? Is there not a Matthew? I feel like you would. I was expecting
not
you to have already.
Good.
I was expecting you to already have grabbed the CD by now and be asking Ashley about it.
Sorry, this was. No, it's not. It's not Matthew Good Band. Imagine if there was a Matthew Good Band poster in a Blink-182 video.
That would like
too sick.
Well, that's a pretty cool teddy bear. I also think it's interesting and makes me feel old that we've gone so full circle that the checkerboard Vans we're back in style again and are already out of style again. I think like 2 years ago, those checkerboard Vans were. It's kind of interesting.
So listen, in terms of the requirements for becoming a Freemason, the doors of Freemasonry are open to men who seek harmony with their fellow man, feel the need for self-improvement, and wish to participate in making this world a better place to live. In order to be considered for membership, you must be 21 years of age or older.
Tom just ripped that girl's pants off because he was mad at her.
Well, so I don't know that he would meet the second requirement, be of good character and reputation. Here's one that I think he'll have no problem with. Believe in the existence of a supreme being, and supreme being is capitalized, and have resided in Ontario for the past 12 months. This is for the Toronto Freemasons.
You know, I think it's one of those things, though, where it's like the deeper you get in, the more crazy it gets, like Scientology, too. Or the Stonecutters. I mean, all you need to know about Freemasons is just the Stonecutters episode of The Simpsons, really.
I think that's, yeah.
Travis was hiding under the bed.
Yeah, for some reason, that really spooked me.
This is cool when the body's lined up and the room isn't, though. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, I think like initially I was just like, oh, I get it. It's, you know.
I guess because by today's standards, like it wouldn't be that impressive, but B, it wouldn't look this shitty, and that's what makes it cool.
I watched this and I'm like, this is all practical, right? Like this is basically just like they shot this a handful of different ways and then it's just like stitched together in a specific and interesting way. And if you did this now, it would be just like 90% of it would have been done on the computer.
It's true. It's shameful.
Not that this wasn't, but you know what I'm saying.
So the girl in the video is the Australian pop singer Sophie Monk, because this was shot in Australia.
Damn, another connect with Al Wise.
Al Wise. And it was shot on a studio space used by the Australian children's entertainer group, The Wiggles. So it was actually on their set.
Oh, wow.
Now that's pretty cool. You see, I had time to read pretty shallowly into the Wikipedia this week, so that's how I know that.
No, this is amazing. And I'm sorry, I'm really distracted because I'm reading about Freemasonry here.
Are you going to join?
A Freemason make me a better man? I mean, this is what I want.
I think I've heard of the Wiggles a lot, but I don't think I've ever heard them before. Have you?
Do you want to listen to the Wiggles?
Just for a sec, just to get a vibe of the studio.
I feel like this is going to be traumatic for anyone who's a parent, right? Because this is one of those things that you have to listen to constantly.
Rock and roll preschool.
I remember
Damn, I wish I went there.
I learned in preschool. One of the
I don't
things
think it's
was
appropriate
how to, make a fruit
to
salad.
expose children.
Of course.
To Australian
Always make
accents?
sure a grown-up is helping.
Yeah.
And be
I was
sure
just
to
thinking
know
that
the
too.
long-term damage that could
or
cause.
child
It's so
safety
jarring.
when cutting
They're going to end up
fruit.
being Frenzel Rom fans.
This all just seems like Comedy Bang Bang. They all kind of look like Scott Aukerman.
Salad today. It's fun to do, it's the healthy way. Take all the fruit that you
Fuck
want
fruit
to
salad.
eat.
Fruit salad sucks.
It's gonna be a fruit salad treat.
You know what I like, though? The, sour fruit salad candy.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh, yeah.
Fruit salad.
Fruit salad.
Oh, these dancers are
Yummy,
mortifying.
yummy.
Holy.
Yummy, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. Fruit salad. Fruit salad.
Oh, my God. This is even too much for
Man, I'm
me.
going out and getting my fucking tube stud, baby.
I wonder. So theoretically, that where they're shooting this could be the same set where they shot the Always video.
That's exciting to know. It has the same sort of unsettling era-specific energy. You know?
Yeah, and 3 guys with 1 girl as well.
Yeah, exactly. Just normal shit. They're really bullying her in the video, like the Blink video, not in this video.
Well, I think everyone's
tough.
being bullied a little bit by the Wiggles.
It's true. Yeah, I feel bullied, but by the woman as well. So equality, that's progress, baby.
So this is according to Wikipedia. The video is displayed as 3 horizontal panels in which Monk, we should probably listen to her too. Sophia Monk, the Australian pop star.
Let's level set with her.
That's a good idea because it's
Yummy,
Sophie-
yummy, fruit salad, baby. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It's a good song.
Let's listen to one of her newer singles. It's only 3 months old. It's called "Get the Music On," which just seems like some Google Translate ass pop song title. Get the music on.
That's how I feel.
Oh, this is cool.
Is she in a tight pony or is she bald? What? There's no way this is new. This video looks like it's
It must have just
30
been
years old.
Warner Music Australia just must have uploaded it 3 months ago, knowing that we were getting to this song soon.
Yeah, they were like, okay, well, they only have a few songs left, so.
Whoa! Look at those cloaked figures.
Damn, very, very Masonic.
Maybe she's also. I don't think women are allowed to be Freemasons. They're called something else.
Oh, fuck. I wish I could have come up with a better secret society in that moment. That was funny. But.
I was actually looking it up to see what it was called, but I can't remember. Here's another Sophie Monk, Inside Outside. Also uploaded 3 months ago. So
unfortunately, they're just called Order of Women Freemasons.
Yeah, I know, but I thought there was something called like Daughters of something. So she's pretty sick.
I mean, I was going to be like, she's like the Australian Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, but I still think that because I don't think Kylie Minogue is Australian anymore. She's graduated.
Well, yeah, she's as Australian as like Nick Cave is or whatever.
Oh, do you like Nick Cave?
People are all just British.
So true. Do you like Nick
Yeah.
Cave though? I mean, let's be honest here.
I mean, I wish I liked Nick Cave. You know, it's just like it's never. What about you?
No, it doesn't. Lump it in
I
with
feel
like,
like-
Tom Waits as like cigarette
I mean,
and people who have cigarette and coffee breath but don't smoke or drink coffee is that's what I think of.
They have cigarette and coffee tattoos, but they don't smoke. Yeah. But the thing is, like, the people that I know that like love Nick Cave, like it feels like this like really great thing to like truly love, you know? And I just can't get
You wish you could have that feeling.
Yeah, like I'll put on like the Boatman's song or whatever, like and be like, oh, it's chill. I really like the Reiner cover of Straight to You.
The Bowman song.
What is it called? That's the record.
Is that a real song?
Friend of the pod, Daniel Halberton. He and his mom love Nick Cave, and they like go to every Nick Cave show together. Just like this wonderful enchanted fandom in my mind.
I feel like all of Nick Cave's side projects are called like The Raper or something, aren't they? It's like so.
Yeah, I think so. Who was it? No, Rape Man was Steve Albini.
Okay, I don't know. I can't keep track of all these old nerds.
old nerds who think that like sexual assault is like the edgiest possible taboo.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think that
it's called
stuff is
The
bad.
Call. I was really close.
That sounds like a fake song.
Yeah.
The Boatman's Call.
Yeah. Man, just boating about.
Sophie Monk is the star of this video. I'm just trying to read you the description so we can figure out the narrative.
Sorry. Yeah.
This was directed by Joseph Kahn, who also did some Britney Spears, some Maroon 5, some Ashley Simpson, some Pussycat Dolls, all of Blink-182's peers. Just a real pop punk director here. The video is displayed as 3 horizontal panels in which Monk flirts with DeLong, Hoppus, and Barker. However, the panels sever the on-screen participants in 3. Monk appears as a fractured whole, while parts of the band members combine to make one character. The trio's characters attempt to plead with Monk, trying to repair a damaged relationship, which are depicted through fights, arguments, and the occasional making up/making out, which is handled by Barker. In reference to the video, DeLong said, "It's like doing an algebraic formulation on paper when you watch it. It's the same kind of feeling, but it's rad."
Actually, always is very good.
There's another really good quote from Tom about the song Always that he said to MTV News. He said, "The song is about wanting to hold a chick all night long and kiss her and touch her and taste her and feel her and all these great adjectives. Verbs, actually. There's some adjectives in there, but mostly verbs and nouns. Some pronouns, too, but not too many of those."
Wait, that's a real quote?
That's apparently a real quote from Tom.
That's so good. Be like, so it's just a collection of
articles.
That's incredible.
I'm just
he must have been extremely addicted to painkillers at that point. I mean, that's a
hope
pretty
so.
Nonsense ass sentence. Not incorrect, but like very bizarre to have that come out of your mouth.
He also said in the same article, this is MTV in 2004, he said it's going to change people's lives and might actually change the world forever. This interview was done at Universal City, California. Is that like the Universal City Walk? Like, were they at John Lovitz's comedy club restaurant while they were doing this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. John Lovitz was the moderator for sure.
It's so upsetting when Tom DeLonge says the word chick. Like, it's just...
it sucks.
I'm starting to just feel like I've been holding my breath, biting my tongue on Tom's behalf for all these years. And now I'm just done. It's just every time he talks, I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Please stop. You know what, though? Like, the thing about the way the video is constructed is it is an original idea, And I don't know that I saw it before, and I don't know that I've seen it since. Of like taking that sort of like children's book, you know, the top half is like a firefighter and the bottom half is like a skier or whatever, you know?
It's called
like,
Exquisite Corpse, we've learned, because we, for some reason, always talk about that thing, the drawing,
we've
the
talked
doodling.
about this before?
You know when you doodle the head and then you pass it to your friend and they doodle? We've
Okay.
talked about it probably 100 times, and we've never known what it's called. And somebody told me that it's called Exquisite Corpse.
And that just like lodged in your brain, like Death of the Author style, where like
It
finally
really
you remember
seems
something.
like that is probably also a Nick Cave album.
For sure, yeah. Let me take a look. I'm sure it's in here. What's the closest?
You're right, but I bet you anything that we could, you know, like remember The Rock when we did The Rock's How, and that video ended up being a ripoff of another video. Like I bet you,
Yeah, totally.
I bet you anything.
What's the predecessor to this that was like the sort of cool indie version before Blink stole it? Is that in the? I wonder if that's in the comments or anything.
Oh, maybe.
Like, well, this is actually, you know, just a, you know.
Well, somebody named Josh, whose profile pic is a Slipknot mask, said this video is too creative. I can't handle how cool this is.
But there's got to be. It's like how like anytime someone talks about Star Wars, people are like, it's Kurosawa. Like, there's got to be, you know.
Someone else said, okay, does anyone hold to the belief that if they had of stayed together, Donald wouldn't have been voted into president? If Tom and Blink stayed together, we wouldn't have the 2020 we had. I'm just saying.
You know what? I think it's true. This video was too creative.
Somebody said, miss the days when a girl can look edgy without tattoos. Kind of true. Sophie Monk does have a bit of an edge to her. I think it's in the eye makeup.
Okay, so but here's what's interesting is below the too creative, someone has commented, yeah, but it's the exact same as a Cure video from 2 years before.
Is it really?
But here's the thing: when you click on that video, it's for some reason it's geo-gated, and you can't. So it's the Cure video for Cut Here, but you can't watch it. At least for me, I can't watch it in Canada. Like I don't really want to put on a VPN because I feel like it'll like fuck up the recording.
Yeah, that's gonna make everything explode.
But like, can we find like the vid.com or whatever upload of it? What's the spooky one?
Daily Motion?
Yeah, Daily Motion.
Yeah, if you can find it, go for it.
If they've ripped off both The Cure sonically and visually, I say respect.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. If they did that, then you can't really be mad about that.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing I was thinking about the song is that it's funny that the song that's The Cure. Yeah, that doesn't work for me either. It's geo-blocked. That's wild. It's funny that the song with Robert Smith on it, like to me, even when I was younger, I was like, oh, why isn't he on the song that sounds like The Cure? But then Wes Isold explained to me that the song that Robert Smith's song is on does sound like The Cure of that era, which makes it even more confusing.
So here's a Daily Motion version of the Cure video, which is kind of similar. It's like shot in such a way that everyone is kind of moving like they're claymation. And there's definitely like lines, but there's weird.
Oh yeah, there's a few lines.
But this is not at all.
This is so much cooler.
I mean, yeah.
But where's Sophie Monk?
Yeah, that's the thing is I want to see like a hot MySpace girl pushing Robert Smith around, you know?
And I want to see Travis Barker still making out with people. Robert Smith already is a hot MySpace girl, though.
That's true. Yeah, you don't need. He's covering all the bases that you need.
I don't know if this is a direct ripoff. Well, kinda though.
It's definitely not aesthetically dissimilar, but this is not in the same way that not in the same way that the Rock's Out video is like literally the exact same as that other one.
Yeah, no, but it's definitely yeah. I think that's actually that makes it even cooler. Like they're just like straight up like it's kind of cool too that they separated them and we're like we'll have the song that's the Robert Smith worship, but then we're also going to have a song that's just like with him where he can help change it and mix it around. But then on the one that's Robert Smith worship, they like showed their homework a little bit. Like this, the more we talk about it, the more I'm respecting this song. Hate to say it.
Damn, the song respecter. Okay, someone else in the comments says it's the same as the Let Forever Be video, which like that's like a Spike Jonze, like, you know, also now I just want to listen to it. So let's pop that in the Watchy 2 here and see how similar this is. I wish Blink did more big beat electronica.
They should have. Like,
do you like the Chemical Brothers?
I don't know.
This was Spike, right? This video?
It definitely makes me think of the director's label. I don't know if was it Spike or Michel Gondry?
Oh yeah.
Okay, but this is obviously like 1,000 times more creative than the Blink.
Yeah, like this is like it's got the cutout heads and stuff. Like it does all that shit where like literally like plays with perspective.
Yeah, this is way cooler.
Oh yeah, sorry, Michel Gondry, the other Spike.
Less Spike. Yeah,
yeah.
I think what people are saying is similar. Is just that like it's a music video that someone put effort into, which is just kind of shocking at this this day and age.
Sorry, I've been searching for this song for the past 12 years. I used to Google as a girl with a skull underwear video song. Oh man, search rocks.
Oh, I forgot. I actually have something else about the music video we can quickly go through. This is somebody's school report, I think, about it. So it's a
fuck yeah, SlideShare.
SlideShare analysis is by Alex McEwen from 2016. This presentation delves into when something delves, you know that it's going to be good. It delves into the effects used by Blink-182 to create the unique video for their 2003 album Blink-182, coupled to the song Always, which is one of the best-selling records in their history. So again, that's just someone padding the word count, I think.
To begin with a quote about music, you know?
Yeah. Like to create the unique video for their 2003 album Blink-182, coupled to the song Always. It's a music video for the song Always. That's what it is. It's not coupled to something.
Yeah.
I analyze techniques and the purpose of such as audience engagement throughout the presentation. 2 comments on here, both spam, so not great. But okay, let's check this out. So there's Blink-182 Always music video analysis. Slide 2. Introduction. The music video produced for Always by Blink-182 uses a variety of techniques to entice the audience, using visuals, colors, and intertextuality to do so. The shot below is the first image seen as the video starts, depicting a white lily, which itself symbolizes faith, passion, and promise. Ironically, each of these factors are opposed throughout the video. The lily features constantly in this hybrid video, being both a narrative and performance-based production. The skateboard in the background holds connotations of youth, a characteristic that band members attempt to convey as part of their collective demeanor. The camera itself doesn't have a significant depth of field, yet the lily is intentionally the focal point of the shot to contrast against the background in order to emphasize its significance to the scene and even the production as a whole. Wow. I didn't notice the lily at all. Did you?
Yeah, because it opens and closes with the lily.
Damn.
Like it gets knocked off at the beginning and then it like gets placed there again at the end. It's like a loop.
It's all about the lily. And also this overview section, I believe some of it's been copied and pasted for the Wikipedia that I read earlier.
Yep, classic.
Very good. Oh, that's a McEwen in the wiki. Up next, the video that my group are attempting to create will also feature a split screen inspired by this video due to the positive reception it received. We also gained inspiration from Weezer's music video, The Good Life, which portrays a pizza delivery girl on her daily route. Damn, this guy made a music video inspired by it for school?
I want to see it, but is that linked anywhere in this?
No, we're going to have to do some digging, I think. Fuck. I don't know. You keep reading this book report and tell me if there's anything else good in there. I'm going to see if I can find this.
Okay, so there's a whole thing on camera angles here. They want the music video to be a pleasure to watch. It's really in depth here about camera angles. Purpose. The attire of each character is very similar, only differing in the distinction of their ties. I don't think I noticed that. This is deliberate to encompass the motif of one character, however, incorporating the differentiation between this and their individual characters by a single tie, possibly suggesting that the intense sensation of love is the identical for all of us, no matter who it is you love or how you show it. Love is love. That's a very long way of saying that. The shot of Hoppus performing the song with 3 separate backgrounds is a successful way of strengthening the case that each character is indeed separate, with each character in the shot wearing the same tie. Okay, yeah, this is like deeply padded. And then we get into like Goodwin's relation of visuals. There's like theory, amplification. Is this philosophy? I don't know what we're talking about here.
Well, now I'm behind a paywall, but I haven't found the video yet, but the same fella did do a lengthy presentation on the meaning of the lyrics of I Miss You.
Yeah.
I think this guy pretty much did all of his schooling using Blink-182. So
yeah, I want to go to Blink school. Damn, related titles: analysis of REM, Everybody Hurts, Black Hole Sun analysis. Like, I also remember like having like a few classes where I was able to sort of do 1 or 2 projects of this, and it always felt so sick. And then you're like, the fuck is the point of going to school if all you're going to do is write about Blink-182? Like, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Like, so fucking insane. When you see like an academic article that's like, on the meaning of gender in Blink-182, you're like, this is so stupid.
You're talking, I agree with you, but your example that you just went to was us. Precisely.
I know, but like, we're doing it this is the problem with academia, right? The sort of like the closed walls, the fucking ivory tower or whatever, right? It's like, who fucking cares if you got to put it in a pod, man?
It's true. Put it in a pod. I'm clicking.
That's Sutherland's law. Put it in a pod.
I'm clicking the other links, but it looks like I'm just accidentally sharing this on LinkedIn rather than.
Damn, I'm gonna go and link it or whatever.
All right, I just posted it on LinkedIn by accident, although not by accident, very much on purpose.
Hold on. Do you like things? I'm just gonna cruise over to your LinkedIn here, and so it is really funny that your activity is Blink-182 always analysis. I'm gonna give that.
Can you endorse me for that?
No, I'm gonna do the curious face. Yeah, that's fine.
How does that work?
Well, I would have to endorse you for like a particular skill or something. So like,
no. I thought could you endorse that article or something?
Oh no, maybe I can also share it. I'll be like, Josiah brings up some interesting points here.
I always forgot that there's like a whole social wall on LinkedIn. I'm seeing something from my uncle. Oh, HR Punks. He posted a new HR Punks hoodie. I tried to get that guy on the pod forever ago.
Oh.
Damn. Another disappointment. Another one that got away.
Oh,
Sam Sutherland viewed my profile. Ooh.
Yeah, you like that?
Here we go. I'm about to get a new job.
It's all happening. You have a very nice LinkedIn photo, though.
Yeah, it's pretty zoomed in because I didn't have one where I wasn't doing something goofy.
You tell that it's cropped.
It's like from a wedding because I didn't have one that wasn't like me doing something insanely stupid.
Yeah.
Like holding a dick up to my face or something is what every other photo is.
Yeah. No, this one you've got here's a question. How old is this photo?
It's like 2 or 3 years old.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out if this was like pre-sobriety, because you said you were at a wedding, and like that's the face that I feel like I make when I'm drunk and I'm trying to look like I'm focused and not drunk, you know?
No, I was drinking a Prohibition Budweiser in this photo and probably trying to convince myself it wasn't so bad as the face you're seeing.
I like this. This is fine. Okay, so there's something going on behind those eyes. I misidentified it.
You were close.
Yeah, okay.
Well, thank you, Alex McEwen, for the thoughtful analysis. Would love to see your video that you created, but fortunately, I'm just seeing that this fella Adam Sheldon's brother works for custom writing service arrowhelpwriting.net. That's the only comment, and then essaywrite.best. Do those websites actually work? Like, can you actually like just
.best? Sorry, oh my God. I was like, this felt like maybe there's a chance here for Pod Magic, because obviously the owl that was writing these essays, pretty wise. I was like, what are the odds that unfortunately they're from the other Australia, the United Kingdom. So this is not the
Nick Cave's
L-Y.
Australian.
Yeah, this is like Nick Cave kind of Australian, like a Nick Cave, Kylie Minogue type Australian.
All right. Well, let's just consult the band for their. I don't know if this is about making the video or making the song, but it's making of something.
I'm sorry, they're from the most impossibly fucking English sounding place. Hazelmere, Buckinghamshire, United Kingdom. Like how is the UK real? How can you be from a place called Hazelmere, Buckinghamshire, United Kingdom? You shouldn't be allowed.
I mean, probably someone listening is like, "Come off it, Sam. I live there." End of. You know. I think this is them in the stew. Maybe.
Welcome to the Blink record. We're here live at the studio.
What is that bass?
We had, a bunch of work to do still. We had these shows, and so we didn't know if we were gonna have, if the show was gonna have to get canceled, or if we were gonna have to postpone the album, or what.
The bass chord sounds so good.
On, you know?
The bass chords are
We need to finish this album. That's what it comes down to. We need to finish this record, and we haven't been doing it lately. But Jerry wanted to do. Hey, what's the '80s song called?
Oh fuck.
Always.
Yeah. This is not the actual vocal sound, right? It's like impossibly doubled 80s sound.
I think they do.
They sound that doubled?
Yeah.
Damn. The chorus sucks ass. Everything up till then, I was like, I am wrong about the song. The chorus is so
The bass has like chorus effect on it. It sounds so sick.
It also like has that perfect like, even calling it the 80s song, like it has this like kind of like rickety feel to it when it is just the like, rim shots and the bass chords. Like it doesn't sound. I feel like it's the exact sound you would never get from Blink in 2020.
Yeah.
Like it absolutely sounds just like a band playing. Like it's too subtle and raw for.
There's something like the drums sound a little bit trashy too, which is it makes it work because when I was like digging through a gigantic fucking pile of covers earlier, it does feel like there's a lot of drum covers where when you can actually see the technique of what's happening, it is very much a disgusting drum song. But the way that it's produced on the album is like, it sounds sick because if you're doing all that kind of like dumb dishwasher tricks, but it's produced in a trashy kind of distorted way, then it just sounds like Stomp, and that's cool.
Yeah. Remember when, there was like this like Warped Tour Stomp thing.
Really?
Do you remember that? It was like this Volcom ass. I think the Used were like connected to it. Oh man. Okay. Just finish your transition while I look up Warped Tour Stomp band.
Finish my transition while you do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Just felt like you were moving out of something,
Yeah, I don't know if I have anywhere else to go with it other than like there's some. Maybe the production is the thing that makes it a little bit magical because it does. There's also like the guitar, the sprinkly guitars, kind of
the street drum corps. You can stop now; it's fine. I've got the podcast back under control. It had members of Stun, Faculty X, Circus Minor, The Start, which I believe was like a Nitro band, Julian K, Dead by Sunrise, and Sum 41.
Wow. What the fuck?
And they were signed to Warcon, which was like Kevin Lyman's record label.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which had also had bands like Duck Duck Goose
and Guantanamo.
The day.
I mean, I kind of want to hear whatever this is now.
Yeah, let's actually.
This is going to be the 6-hour episode, and it's going to be Sam's fault. Is the other thing?
I'm sorry. Well, I just feel like I want to. Oh, here we go.
Holy shit! I just saw some.
Okay, hold on. Let's.
Dumpsters and Water Fountains is one of their songs.
This is called "The Brave Return." And it's just like a bunch of like it looks like the set of American Idiot or something. Like it's just like trash bins, TVs playing static. This actually definitely is the set of American Idiot.
Broadway Idiot.
Skip ahead here. Okay, there's a guy dressed like a ex-member of the Misfits on stage, just looking creepy. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, so it's just like Stomp in corpse paint.
It's kind of, a little bit Mad Max Fury Road. Like, this is what I thought Mad Max Fury Road was going to be like, so I hesitated to go watch it. But it ended up being so much better than this. Although this is also really great.
Yeah, maybe this is the Mad Max Fury Road of punk drumcore bands.
I'm just going to tweet this from our account if Twitter's back. No, I think Twitter might be down.
Damn. I can't believe, for context, this is the night of both the Biden and the Trump town halls. The idea of Twitter being down right now is such mercy. Well, as soon as Twitter's back, you could share this video.
Well, I just tried. I don't know. Maybe it worked. Now I don't know what. Now I don't even know where I am. I don't know what. I don't even understand the fact also that their their shitty tour van with their logo is parked behind this like pretty elaborate set.
Yeah,
it's like they didn't have a banner, so they're like, let's just put our van here. That makes it seem so Christian somehow. I can't put my finger on it.
This band was signed to Interscope. Like, what was it? Just that like Stomp was so big for a minute that everyone was like, we need our own Stomp.
But also, I'm kind of confused how you know about this, and also like all of these videos are very widescreen. Like this is still like from within the last 10 years. Like,
they're cell phones. They're like 4K cell phone videos.
There's like no explanation for any of this at all.
Okay, well they did have a minor hit with this cover of Merry Christmas, War is Over, featuring Burt McCracken, who is jacked now, by the way.
I don't think I know who that is.
The singer from The Used.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, okay. I was thinking of one of Chris Pratt's characters from Parks and Rec.
Right. Okay, so this is
the. Oh, is it gonna get like so evil?
Oh, I bet it's gonna get like.
They're playing up the like
right now
stock
it's
footage.
a real, like, nice family together, smiling.
Krampus is gonna show up.
Oh no, not Krampus!
I heard a little bit of a chug.
Yeah, I feel like the paint is peeling. You know,
This is amazing.
what if it's just like a nice video of the families?
It never comes in.
Yeah. This was just an attempt to have a Christmas number one. And okay, it's like a dad who's in the military and he's putting on his uniform, and now his kid is like helping him like put the uniform away nicely. We're a minute and a half into a 4-minute song. I think it's possible that this is just a nice.
No, it's gonna get evil. You know it. When the other vocals, like when the backing vocals come in.
I don't know, man.
Maybe you're right.
No, hold on. It's the sun is setting. The dad is leaving. There's wine now.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
The
nighttime.
demons.
The dad's gone. Oh, the dad's gonna die. Wait, what?
This guy kind of reminds me of Matt Skiba, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Is it
I
not?
feel like we have to watch the whole thing because I'm like, it's the real like the little guy's gonna do something kind of energy now.
Yeah, all the like family footage, the UGC in this is crazy.
I think it might just get more anthemic, but I don't know if it's ever gonna become like.
Maybe we just, we've been putting street drum corps in a box when they're trying to show us that they have more emotional depth.
Okay, hold on. This is it. Okay, but I can't do this.
Why are they
anymore.
not? When did they get evil? When did someone? Come on, give me some blood. That's still one of the most mortifying things I've ever seen in my life.
Well,
My God.
Merry Christmas, Josiah.
Merry
War is
Christmas.
over if you want it.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to our Street Drum Corps featuring Burt McCracken podcast. And may you all have a safe Christmas and a good and a pleasant tomorrow.
Yep.
So I guess let's
Where
just.
the fuck were we? You had something you really actually.
I
were
didn't.
starting
I
to
don't
say.
think so. I was gonna just show a live video of them playing in 2014.
That
This
sounds
must be
great. That
Towards
sounds-
the end
that
of Tom
sounds-
being in it.
We have so much love in our hearts. We're gonna send it out to you, and love will be everywhere. Just lots of love.
Tasty love.
And then I think he says like "fuck it" or something after to try to show that he's subversive.
Oh, still pump.
I still started crushing on him again at the start of that. He looks so much like Leo Diho right now.
A few times. Now I'm aware we're dying.
It's crazy how much you can simultaneously love and hate Tom so much. Like, not even
Oh,
like
yeah.
day by day, but at the exact same moment.
Yeah. This has got to be. Oh yeah, it's BBC. I was like, this has to be a British festival because every shot is like a
Just the most
kinda-
insane person who's from Buckinghamshire.
yeah, like a stocky ginger whose beer is dyed in the colors of like their football team. their football club.
It doesn't feel like the kind of song that, well, actually, in Britain it makes perfect sense, but it doesn't feel like the song that should be playing in an arena. Like, this is a fucking enormous. This is at Reading Festival.
Yeah. Yeah.
This feels like it should be like
incongruous.
This feels like it should be a B-side from an early record where it's like a failed experiment that is actually secretly good, not like an anthem sing along.
It feels like something where you'd be like, yeah, I saw them play this at the warehouse, like, you know, right when they were breaking, and did not go over. I appreciated what they were trying to do, but no one wanted to hear it. Like, that's what the song's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Makes me respect them for, like, making it a single, like, forcing this into being a hit.
Tom also said that it was inspired by the band Missing Persons. I just saw that, but I don't know if I've heard that band. Have you?
I don't know them at all.
Terry Bozzio was in it. Oh, we got a Terry Bozzio cymbal at a drum clinic when we were kids. My brother won it, and it was disgusting and very Travis Barker sounding. So,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay. This is at the very least looking at Wikipedia. Associated acts: Frank Zappa and Duran Duran. So officially, this is like out of my worlds. Do you like Frank Zappa?
My dad like loves some Frank Zappa, and so I have a softer spot towards it. But I can understand why everyone thinks he's like so cringy and gross, because I feel like trying to be funny and rock at the same time is nearly impossible. But I feel like he was kind of interesting also. I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle on him.
That's fair.
And I think Tom's lying and just wanting to say something a little bit cooler so that he's not just saying we ripped off The Cure.
Yeah, although I'll be honest, this song's fucking great.
This is so cool. This video's fucking awesome too. Oh, I think I've heard this song before.
Yeah, I know this.
There's no way he was thinking of this. He's thinking of The Cure.
Yeah, like, sorry, man.
He says,
again-
always I was thinking missing oh, this was a Travis said, actually. I'm sorry. I read Travis's tongue. Travis said missing persons. So maybe that's what he meant with the drums. Yeah, I can see that. He's trying to go
totally.
with Terry Bozzio drums, maybe. But let's take a quick look at the lyrics, because I think we gotta give. If there's one thing we need to do, it's after talking about shitting and street punk drum corps that no one's ever heard of for an hour, we need to spend a long time talking about these awful blown off lyrics, I think.
Josiah, I'm ready, except I have to pee.
Oh, see, I was saving my pee for before covers, because there's a lot of covers too. But
I can't save it. I
if
know.
If we pull over now, we're not going to pull over later.
Okay, you know what? Let's get through the lyrics and then I'm gonna pee.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I kind of was thinking it'll help us get through them quickly if we both have to pee.
I'm sweating.
You're sweating pee? Now I'm going to go slow. And I'm going to go like this. Whoosh.
Okay, verse 1, Tom DeLonge. I've been here before a few times. I'm quite aware we're dying, and your hands, they shake with goodbyes.
Does those kind of noises
back.
make you need to pee? Psst.
Is that real?
I don't think so, but I did. The water thing is real. Like if you ever had to pee, but you're like, I'm just going to quickly bash out these dishes first. That's a bad idea. That's pants pissing territory.
Sometimes in the morning, I like really want, like, I think it's like a great treat if I can like make the coffee before I take like my first shit of the day, so that I'm done the shit and I can just immediately have a coffee that'll make me shit again. But I like have to pee because I've been sleeping and I have a tiny bladder, and so I'll be like when I'm pouring the carafe into the coffee maker. Like there are times where I'm like, why am I just go pee, because like you're gonna piss yourself in the kitchen. Haven't done it yet though. And I love that it wakes you right up because you're like in danger.
And then I kind of do that too. And then when I go pee while the coffee's being made, then it's such a long pee that the coffee's almost ready by the time I'm done.
Exactly, right? Prolonging the magic.
I've been here before a few times, and I'm quite aware we're dying. And your hands, they shake with goodbyes, and I'll take you back if you'd have me. Not terrible, I think.
No.
Starting every line with "and" is like kind of nice run-on sentence, like badly poetic, but in a charming way. Mm-hmm. Not awful.
Yeah, and your hands shake with goodbyes. Like your hands shaking with goodbyes. That's like cool and evocative.
I'm quite aware we're dying is also like so badass. It's like, yeah, I know we're dying. So let's just fucking get this over with.
Let's taste.
So here I am, I'm trying. So here I am, are you ready? Again, yeah, that's
perfect pre-chorus.
That's pretty Angels and Airwaves, I think, to say are you ready is like Tom is really that's it. Like not just in terms of writing pre-choruses, but lyrically too. He's really good at like promising something huge is about to happen. And that's why he always disappoints.
Right. I also think there's like this perfect sort of repetitive simplicity to it. Like this is the best part of the song. No fucking question. And then just like, so here I am. Like it's so simple. Like it's not overwritten. It is this like, promising the world kind of grandiose sort of statement and question. But
that's Tom in a nutshell, because he's so good at promising you something huge is about to happen. And honestly, it's kind of easy to fall for it every time.
Totally. Yeah. But yet we always get our hearts broken when the bad Tom chorus comes in.
Exactly.
Not that often, but this is like a total first date type chorus.
I feel like even just saying come on is already bad. That's already a bad start. Come on. That's stupid.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, it's more like he's pleading. It's more like he's like kind of pressuring her. Like, come on, let me hold you, touch you, feel you. Always?
Yeah. I kiss you, taste you all night, always. Like, this is where, like, I think me being like a huge prude, like, I don't want to hear about it. Like, you know, did we talk about this in another episode, right? Where it's just like, anytime someone's like, taste. I was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know about what someone tastes like, especially all night. I mean, I feel like the taste changes throughout the night of a human being.
By the end of the night, like definitely keep that to yourself. But you know, like it's not like when you hang out with your friends, you're like, oh man, you get like how'd they taste? You know, it's just not a part of your relationship that I'm interested in as an outsider.
I'll miss your laugh, your smile. I'll admit I'm wrong if you tell me. I'm so sick of fights, I hate them. Let's start this again for real. Okay, now it sounds like he's being pressureful of like, I think he's just a piece of shit. And he's like, you know I hate our fights, baby. Just come over here and let me give you a little taste.
Yeah.
So here I am, I'm trying. Here I am, are you ready? Here I am, I'm trying. Here I am, are you ready? And then the taste you. Actually, this reminds me of that U2 song that's called Touch You, Feel Me, Fuck You, whatever. The Batman one. That Weird Al went to the dentist.
Great Batman song. Oh, yeah. Hold me,
Hold me, kiss me.
Floss me, drill me, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe. But yeah, is that maybe what he's also referencing by accident lyrically?
I think so, yeah. This is referencing the Batman.
I've been here before a few times, and I'm quite aware we're dying. I mean, these lyrics are so repetitive, and then to watch that MTV video, and they're like, yeah, we were running out of time. It's like, Yeah, I can kind of see that here. But that's the frustrating thing is like this song was still kind of a hit, wasn't it?
Well, I was looking it up on the reason that I found the Blink-182 Chile podcast is because I was curious because in my mind I was like, is this one of these like, is this a huge hit and I don't really know it? Like, I'm not aware of its stature. And so I searched Blink-182, but I had the podcast pane open in iTunes. And so I accidentally
I see.
Blink-182 podcasts. And then I was like, are you fucking kidding me? There's another one. But looking at it, it shows up in like the top 50 Blink songs on Apple Music for whatever sort of.
Yeah, it charted, the highest it got on Billboard was 39. So it's not crazy huge.
No.
But I mean, it's still, it was a single. Like, I think it's a song that people know. It still worked.
That video had like 22 million views on it too.
I think they were like, just because they, from the very start, openly admitted that they were being formulaic, they just like figured out how to do it, and it worked almost every time to the point where it's almost annoying. But
fuck them.
All right, do you have room for one more thing before you go?
Fuck no! What, another thing? Like honestly, I'm concerned. No, but let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it. Come on. We're doing a new game. We're doing pressure play or something.
No, just go.
Okay, this is Acoustic Spear Chucker. This isn't a cover. It's how to play the song, and I love this video a lot.
It's a 5-minute video.
You know, just listen. This is like, it sounds like I'm doing it as a bit. Listen to how it opens.
Today I'm going to show you how to play Always by Blink-182. It's a really easy song, so yeah. Let's go over just the basics of it.
I have to pee so bad too.
You know that thing where you have to pee so bad it's like putting pressure on your whole body? I'm like farting like crazy right now too. Like I'm evacuating. Like everywhere that there's air in my body, it's being forced out in an attempt to make me the huge amount of urine. It's like just like right out to the like I feel like my whole dick is just full of pee right now.
Well, just engage with the video and then I'll let you go.
Okay. So why they're holding up all the chord diagrams?
It's like this boy has drawn chord
like
charts
paper or something.
It's
like an ISIS hostage video.
It's loose leaf paper where he's taking a Sharpie and drawn chord charts.
Here's Always by Blink-182.
So he holds up the chords while
he's not doing it. He's recorded the video and now he's holding up the charts. Like it sort of looks like the Subterranean Homesick Blues video, like where he's just like, they've been hit 4 times, hit me another 4 times, and I'm doing 5 times, stumbled in the wrong night.
Oh, they're not chords anymore though. They're tabs. Like you could play along with this, I think.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I should grab my hacks.
He keeps looping it too. I would love to know how this kid made this. It's so like primitive.
I love the cover though. I don't know if those chords are right though.
Yeah, what even is that?
Like that? What is that chord?
Wait, also when you read a chord chart, isn't the I never look these things up, but shouldn't it be the other way? Like this is kind of upside down.
Well, maybe the reason that they've charted it out is this is for like a left-handed person playing a right-handed guitar upside down.
Yeah, like the video doesn't even work.
Like in order for you to you'd have to flip your guitar around.
You'd have to redraw the entire thing.
Yeah,
my brain could never figure that out.
Song that you want to learn how to play that I've already done, or maybe something that I haven't done, go ahead and let me know. And as always, let me know if I've done a good job or not. If there's something I can do to improve it.
Very good job.
And I'll do what I can.
Flip the guitar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my one. It's a suggestion. That's all.
That's just him whispering with his like forearms.
ASMR. It's just a shot of his chest and his forearms.
That was Acoustic Spear Chucker.
Covers?
You want to go through the covers now? Now?
No, I just want to. Are we? It's covers. Let's take a quick break. Is that what's happening here?
Okay, sure.
Hey. Oh. Does that? I always wonder like when I'll eventually pee myself.
Like on the pod or just in general?
As an adult.
Never happened?
Because I feel like it's coming, you know?
Isn't it easier to not pee yourself as an adult, though?
I guess I just have, no self-control.
Yeah, but you just, like, you can pee anywhere.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm like always worried that it's going to be like, when I'm on a plane, I guess that'll never happen again. Or like if Ashley's like, in the bathroom or something. And
right.
I'll just standing out here and I'll just piss myself.
Are we back on pod?
Yeah. Now we are. Yeah. Cool. Let's go. Covers. Wow.
How was your pee?
Oh, so good. Like so good. It did when you started calling it pressure play though. Like it really. I was like, was that like a bit of a sexual moment between you and I?
I think so. I think just testing the waters now that we don't have to work together soon.
Yeah, exactly. It's no longer going to be like an HR issue. So
Woody discovered where I am, and so now he's here purring again. He's really getting up in the pod lately.
Oh, that's it. He's feeling nostalgic,
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we need to go. Oh, fucking giant cat. Okay, you want to talk? What are we talking about here?
Covers, baby, and the song "Always" by Blink 182. Ooh, yeah, that's a big pop.
Hell yeah, I'm ready.
Talking about pressure play.
Well, as always, okay, we're in for quite a journey, my friend. So I hope that you have
got a beer,
emptied yourself
got a
of
pen,
all of your. You have a pen? What's that? What's the pen for?
Just making notes,
like
Good
Letterman.
cover. Yeah.
Write
exactly.
something on a card and throw it.
Hey, yeah. No, pen with cover juice in it.
Okay, let's start as always with Nightcore. This is DJ Cloud Chaser. And immediately you're going to be like, oh yeah, I love this song.
Well, because this is now the proper rule of speeding up a beer song.
I mean, in that context, the chorus works because it's...
That's the thing. It has to be that fast.
Does it have to be that fast?
Well, I guess I'm going to find out over the next,
Or does it work...
hour.
Chopped and screwed, baby. Didn't work. Oh, there we go.
Oh!
This is Lil Fro. Or Lil Fro, a.k.a. Fuckazan. Oh...
Yep.
I mean, we're fucked. There's no way we're getting through this one without loving it.
No, I mean, it's already over for me.
That bass sounds incredible.
I've been here before a few times, and I'm
Quite.
Oh, fuck off.
This is so sick.
Holy fuck.
I mean, what happens at the end? This gets a bit bigger. That's fucking incredible. How do people even do that?
I don't know, man.
because it's not just like, I guess I still do have this, and I'm sorry, I'm saying this as a transparency thing. I still do have this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that nightcore is easy to do. But chopped and screwed is so much more than just slowing it down. Like there's,
as a person who was proto nightcore, it's very easy. It's cool. You got to pick the right speed and shit. But no, like that's actually like you're really like actively manipulating the song, and I truly don't understand it at all.
It sounded kind of like an actual turntable. Like maybe they're using some sort of thingy.
Yeah, 'cause you plug that shit in, right? You get those like peripherals where you can kind of manipulate.
Oh my god! When we talk about things we don't know about, it's I'm doing it a bit different because I feel like I want to get us hyped up before we go through the slog of embarrassing acoustic covers. So we're going to stick with some. Since we've done Nightcore and Chopped and Screwed, we're going to keep going with kind of the remixes. So this is by all caps, no vowels, the word Challenger, but with spaces between. So if you can picture that, CHLLNGR.
I've conjured it.
This one.
Yep. Fuck off.
Let's go.
I've been here before a few times, and I'm quite aware we're dying. And your hands, they shake with goodbyes, and I'll take you back if you have me.
Like, what kind of music is this?
I mean, man, Blink-182's such a good band, eh?
It's true.
It's just so great that there is this like shared language, of these songs, and like, you know what I mean? Like the idea that there's just this thing that like translates, like not necessarily like perfectly effectively, but there's like enough people interested in like utilize, like again, it's like everyone smiles, everyone laughs, everyone loves Blink-182.
It's true.
And so you can transpose these songs into such dramatically different settings and explore this like foundation that we all kind of understand. I just think it's so rad.
But it's
dude.
I agree. I really do agree. And I think as we near the end, that's something that with things we're secretly working on too. I keep noticing that as well. That similar feeling. Like, I guess the thing is, like, does Blink-182 deserve credit for that, or does the audience, like, that's another like next layer of the death of the author thing, is like when you're reinterpreting these insanely easy, like, tossed off songs and then making them so magical and maximal, maybe the point is that's why it's so beautiful, is because no one gets the credit. It's just kind of like a shared collective thing.
I mean, these things are like defined not only by their creators, but I kind of feel like maybe on this specific point, this is the sort of thing where you and I have to take a step back, not be rude to the boys, and say, like, that is credit to Blink, right? It is credit to like being able to sort of conjure a fucking sound that would be so universally
and just like a feeling of adolescence, I guess, that everyone
like there was a comment on the Always video that I kind of wanted to go back to, but we ended up talking about 200 other
we talked about things. Peeing and pooing
we talked a lot about peeing and pooing. It's very important, but it was a comment, I'm paraphrasing it, but it was someone being like, oh man, like, I was born in 1999, but like what? And a lot of people, because people were talking about like the year, like, oh, I remember 2000, blah, blah, blah. And like, I was born in 1999, and like, I would give anything to have been a teenager, like in 2000, like in the 2000s. And like, I thought about it, and it's like, yeah, we lucked out, man. And I say, it's like, Ashley and I talk about this all the time, and I think you and I probably have 100 times as well. But like, I feel like we do, like, we got to be kids at this like really great moment of like, I don't know, like opportunities for universal connectivity. And like, that's why these songs work so well, because I think they sat so perfectly in that era. And now everything is like just high anxiety. And before that, everything was like just insanely tribal.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Like the funny thing about that though is like I felt like when I was a kid that I wished I was 5 years older, and that's why I love to have like 45-year-olds on the pod who made cool music when I was a teen who don't understand Blink-182 and just like try to somehow fix this like gaping hole between the two like half generations. I'm trying to just make it work so that everything makes sense of what I like and what they don't like or whatever. But
this is the sort of stuff that genuinely makes me feel like I wouldn't change like the fucking second I was born, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel fortunate that these are somehow the things that make me feel that.
Right. Well, I mean, save your breath because it's going to get even better. And then it's going to get a lot worse in a second.
Yeah,
but this is
like, come see, come saw.
And that's exactly the kind of thing that you hear when you go out here instead of in Toronto, where everyone's just talking about blue.
Disgusting Anglo tongue.
Sleepy Boy with an I at the end did this one. I don't remember it, but I remember fucking loving it.
This is the title of this is Always Too Sleepy. And the cover art is Blink and the Sleepy Boy themselves is just photoshopped into the background sleeping.
I've been here before a few times, and I'm quite aware we're dying, and your hands, they shake with goodbyes, and I'll take you back if you have me. Your laugh, your smile. I'll admit I'm wrong if you tell me. I'm so sick of fights, I hate them. Let's start this again for real. So here I am.
It's really slowed it down, but it's so sick.
This is fucking
I am. Are you ready? So here I am. I'm trying. Come on, let me hold you, touch you, feel you.
I mean, it's a perfect song.
Holy fuck. That was really good. Sleepy Boy.
I feel like I do get overwhelmed by SoundCloud because I feel like the whole world is just like 16-year-olds who are the best producer of all time, and then every month like production.
Like, how did you do this? Like, how did you like? I've been recording music myself since I was like 13. So I have many, you know what I mean? Like whenever I got a 4-track, like
exactly
a child, and I'm fucking terrible at it. A lot of that has to do with effort and intelligence, man. I don't know, but like, it's astonishing.
I don't know. I just feel like everyone like it's one of those things where like every month SoundCloud in my head at least like laps the entire history of Warp Records or whatever with like just but it's all like tongue in cheek and it's not trying to be like clever. It's not like IDM or whatever where they're trying to be like we're intelligent academics about it. It's just like some kid who's not doing his chores and instead like changing the future of electronic music forever somehow.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, good on them.
All right, this is the Dabba bootleg remix.
Ooh, Yabba Dabba bootleg.
I've been here before a few times.
I wonder if we're gonna get sick of hearing that.
Well, so it's interesting to know that the stems are definitely out there, or at least there's an isolated vocal track.
Yeah, it's true.
There's some of that in the other mix too.
With goodbyes, and I'll take you back if you'd have me. So here I am.
Here we go.
I'm trying. So here I am. Are you ready?
Yes. Daba. Oh my God, yes.
This makes me like so badly wish that I could either like get married again so I could inflict all these like mixes somehow on like Ashley, who would hate it. But it also just makes me want to like go out. You know what I mean? Like this was sort of, you know, the way that I felt when we did the Adam Song episode. And then I really wanted our first live event to be only Adam Song remixes. Like I'm getting the same like just like rush.
Exactly. You just want it to
Right
always
now.
be always in the background.
Yeah,
We'll get the band Always to play as well.
Oh, always.
Okay, now we're into the anime dubstep category with NUMIK Numic with Always.
They shake with goodbyes.
Uh-huh.
I kind of feel like this one's hacking my computer, but
Oh. This is really fucking good.
I feel like dubstep is going to come back in 20 years with like the way that things come back, like with a knowing wink, and it's going to be so funny and good.
Oh, I mean, I don't know that it went like I was like out for a run yesterday, and Purple Lamborghini, the Skrillex, Rick Ross joint from the Suicide Squad soundtrack came on, and I was like, dubstep still rocks, like it's still, and especially with like someone like as like theatrical as Rick Ross on top of it, you're just like, this is perfect music.
That's true. It is true. But I just mean like when it becomes cool again, you know?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Because I feel like that what the problem with dubstep's first reign was like everyone was like, oh, it's not Burial, then it's not cool. But then when it comes back around the second time and everyone loves like all of Diplo's shitty friends, like with an ironic wink, but it's like cool somehow. Like I'm interested.
Yeah, totally.
I'm interested to see the irony journey that dubstep continues to take in our lifetime. That's another reason to get up in the morning, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, I think this is the last electronic one I'm going to play. This is a hard style edit from It's Marlowe.
I've been here before a few times, and I'm quite.
It's funny how organically it fits in with all of these.
Yeah, like this is actually maybe the format the song should have taken.
They should have just done a hard style song.
Yeah.
You back if you have me.
Yes!
Fuck, man. This makes me wish I was like at the CNE and the Polar Express was going. Just like sick off Tiny Tom Donuts.
Like trying to hide how truly nauseous you are.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, I'm so happy. I mean, that one I'm saving for later too. Like that one's not going anywhere.
Yeah, like these are all songs that I want to listen to. Always.
That's so good. Oh, this is just so fucking obnoxious. Well, let's get obnoxious in a different way with a series of extremely breathy acoustic YouTube covers.
Oh,
deeply over the top, intimate. This is Ashley Pantzare, Pantzare. When you're doing laundry in your home, you see Ashley Pants there. I don't know if you do Ashley's laundry.
Can you imagine? Not that helpful. She's separate, just to be clear. It's like she separates things in a way I don't understand. It's too advanced.
Yeah, Sarah uses like protective garment bags and stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man.
I'm just like, if it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed.
Yeah, clothes aren't meant to last forever.
So we've got kind of like a classic YouTuber setup. I feel like there's definitely a ring light going on. Maybe a Yeti with a pop screen.
Ooh, that could be like a colored Yeti.
She's playing acoustic guitar. I feel like her shirt says fuck on it, maybe. But she's got a purple ombre. I mean, this is just like straight up YouTube content.
Yeah.
But how do you, is it just the gain is up? Or how are you hearing those S sounds so hard? Even the tell.
Yeah. Like she's a foot away from the mic, and yet it feels like the mic is inside of her and all of us.
And it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it still works for sure.
Yeah, that was great.
Up next is Greta Rose Stanley with another. Now, I'm going to warn you, her room. I know that people love to, like, it's kind of like a nagging reply guy thing to say clean your room to videos like this. This one is fucking, this room needs to be cleaned. Like, this is just.
Hello. Today
Oh my God, clean your room.
By Blink-182, and I hope you like it.
This is.
But she has more of a hippy dippy vibe. She's not even in focus. The mess is in focus.
Oh. God, how? How do you live like this?
She's kind of has more of like a Jack Johnson.
Well, I've been here before a few times.
She has the same mic as the other girl, I think.
Ah,
And I'm
I'm getting these tones.
Aware.
Dying. And your hand.
There's a real knowing smile that has been pretty constant through this performance as well. And a peace sign.
Yeah.
I believe, like,
you back.
whiteouted onto the guitar strap.
So here I am, I'm trying. So here I am, are you ready? Come on, let me hold you, touch you, feel you.
Whoa, she changed the tempo.
Yeah.
Kiss you, taste you.
I would. Oh man, maybe I'm starting to understand the addiction to doing these kind of like middle of the throat Jack Johnson kind of like.
It is nice.
It feels good. You never scratch that part of your mouth really.
Yeah, I never sleep with it.
You need to turn the gain up, I think, to do it. To really do it.
It's like, you're not even high.
Should we just bust into the ASMR exclusive again?
Yeah, totally. Fuck, that was weird. That was a weird time, man.
Yeah, that was weird. All right, so let's do one more sort of normie YouTuber acoustic. This is Shelby Siebes. She's wearing a Hollister hoodie.
What's the deal with Hollister?
Are you asking or are you doing a routine?
No,
Stand
I'm
up.
asking, like, what is of like the American Eagle?
I actually
like,
don't think I
whatever.
know the difference between Hollister and Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, like I'm like, so what is what kind of teen is this supposed to be? Is basically what I'm asking.
I think like just like a normal one, like good grade, like goes to
Okay.
sports games.
Sports ball team.
I didn't even mean it like that. It's interesting too. She has a towel. Oh, maybe that's a throw blanket. I was gonna say the last girl also had a towel in her room. This is a pretty nice cover though. Like it works as a normie acoustic song actually.
It totally does, yeah.
Okay, there's a couple more acoustics we got to get through. So that was the gals.
It's all been a pleasure.
Let's see the fellas. This is Richard Core 88 from his album D at C.
Yeah. You ever gotten or given the D at C? I don't know that I have.
I don't think so.
Huh.
I haven't really spent much time at sea.
At sea, right.
Have you? Taken the ferry.
Yeah, I took a ferry to Newfoundland once, but I don't know that was really the sea. I think we might have been on the the Cabot Strait or something.
Maybe this one isn't
But
acoustic. I
just
can't
generally
even
on a
tell.
boat, I don't think I've ever. If you were using sea in a generic way, I wouldn't even.
You've never nutted on a boat, is what you're saying?
I don't think I've ever nutted on a boat. Have you nutted on a boat?
I don't think so. I'm on a boat.
Okay, sorry, I've got to show some respect here.
I don't even know if this one is acoustic, but it's pretty nice.
It's like acoustic energy, though.
Come on, let me hold you, touch you, feel you, always kiss you, taste you.
See, I was expecting us to be roasting all of these, and I'm enjoying them all.
They're all lovely.
Making me feel really weird.
Yeah.
What's happening? Well, maybe this one by Billy and Rubians. Well, we won't like it. So it's BILLYN apostrophe RUBINES. So I don't know if that's supposed to be like Bill and Ruby. I don't know. I'm confused by the name, but it is. They are outside, but it looks like they've done a music video of their studio cover. Nice.
Wow, her. He looks like Cousin Greg from afar, not up close.
He's kind of singing from that same throat part.
Yeah, that's he's a fellow throater.
It's a pretty high production value music video. There's one, the guy that you think. Well, wait, which guy do you think looks like Cousin Greg? They kind of both do.
Just a couple of Gregs.
Oh, is that? Oh, he has a Tim Armstrong acoustic guitar.
Wow.
This had the Hellcat logo on the frets.
No, okay, the guy in this shot right now, when he's looking down at his guitar, so slightly in profile, not from the front, he's got...
This lady's smoking a cig in the car.
Man, quarantine has made me, wish I smoked so badly.
Oh my God, tell me. I want to get a cig.
Whenever I see somebody, this morning I saw someone just, walk out of their building and immediately just, they look so fucking sad and exasperated and just, light a cigarette. And I was like, that looks so great.
I know.
When I leave the house, I just Charlie Brown my way through the neighborhood.
Well, I do that, but it's because I'm looking at my phone while I walk. It's a complete
Right.
disaster. Okay, up next is Sean Dorset. This is from 2006. I thought I'd try this track. Very basic chords, but ridiculously hard to not let the strumming pattern affect the vocals. This may seem easy, but it was a real challenge. So this man, this is from 2006. It again kind of looks like a hostage video because of the low quality. I can't tell, but I think this man is 40 or something back then. 'Cause even the house he's in has art that an adult would hang up. But he's also dressed like a teen skateboarder. So it's just very interesting dynamic everywhere in this video.
Oh, what the fuck?
I absolutely love what he described with the strumming pattern and the singing. It's very difficult for him.
I've been here before a few times.
Oh, he must be Scottish.
And I'm quite
This is amazing.
we're dying.
Like, this guy is definitely like younger than us, but he looks 50. And he looks like he's dressed in a way that I would have thought was cool when I was 13.
He's killing it.
And this is Enchanted.
So here I am, I'm trying.
This is the definitive version. Here I am, I'm trying.
Come on, let me hold you, touch you, feel you.
This is the first time the chorus hasn't landed for me in the covers.
Taste you all night, always.
It's the first time where I felt that familiar disappointment.
You did.
He was climbing the mountain. He was there. I could see the peak.
And I'll miss
This is where the strumming gets.
There's something also, I think it's also, you even said the I'm trying lyric is so disarming in these contexts. It's just someone being like, I'm doing my fucking best here.
Exactly.
And like how they feel cynical about that.
It's so true.
for real. So here I am, I'm trying.
Yeah, that's so powerful, actually.
So here I am, are you ready? So here
Yes.
I am, I'm trying. So here I am, are you ready? Come on, let me hold you, touch you.
Oh, it's still so good. I think that's the best version. That Scottish jazz.
It was so Scottish.
It was so Scottish and powerful.
Like I could smell the peat in my apartment, you know?
The pea, did you say?
The pea, yeah. Oh no, it's happened. It's finally happened.
This one is this next one, I feel like this guy seems kind of like, again, like this song just has such powerful normie energy, and this guy like perfectly recreates the song, but he just seems like an investment banker or something. So this is Triple Z Robix, Robix. I don't know. There's just something about I think he's wearing a lot of like half zip. I feel like the half zip is a real sign of wealth to me.
It is, yeah. You're signaling something.
I don't know what it is, but something about
it's like
and
chalet
it's polo
ownership.
too.
Yeah.
I've been here. And he has like a collection of model airplanes on the wall behind his pop screen.
Yeah. And it's Yeti.
Oh, I think that's the cheaper Yeti though.
Yeah.
But look at it with his, he has an SG. He's still wearing this like half zip. He looks like a yachtsman.
I feel like based on the model airplanes, this is definitely like the basement or the garage. Like it's a little cool.
Exactly.
So here I am. Are you ready? Come on, let me hold you, touch you.
The doubled vocals.
Oh, the doubled vocals that are like kind of atonal is honestly pretty sick. All night, always.
It's like this video to me is like, normally we'd watch this video and be like, yeah, this guy secretly does this because he doesn't want his friends to know. But I feel like this guy's friends would come over and like watch the videos on the big screen with him and be like, that was so good. Like I feel like they just like, and you're right. There's something about the line "Here I am, I'm trying" that makes all of these covers invincible.
It is, yeah. They've you can't say anything.
You can't. Well, let's see if this one works. This is a later one when I was scrolling deep into SoundCloud. This is by The Man 23. This is just a guitar and singing cover, but it has some real powerful palm muting energy.
Something very funny about The Man 23. Like I wanted to be the man, but they were all the numbers were taken until 23. That's fine.
Doesn't this sound like a Millencolin intro though?
Yeah.
So here I am, are you ready? Come on, let me hold you, touch you, all night, always.
Just like changing the chords too to be like completely wrong and more simple and kind of making it more. I mean, I like that a lot. It's kind of deconstructed pop punk.
Yeah, it was very outsidery, which I appreciated.
Shout out to the man.
Super fresh.
Yeah.
The 23rd man.
Fuck third man. It's all about 23rd man. Okay, this guy has a curly mustache in his picture. His name's Captain Jonas. So I was a little worried about it, but it turns out it's like pretty straight up like alt country cover of it.
But I mean, like, he's proud enough of that beard mustache combo that he cropped it and made it the photo. Deep.
Quite aware we're dying. Your hands, they shake with goodbyes. And I'll take you back if you have me. So here I am, I'm trying. So here I am, are you ready? Come on, let me hold you, touch you, feel you, always kiss you.
It's still very like ramshackle, which I kind of like about it. It's like I feel like I feel like he's sipping moonshine. I feel like he's almost earned that photo of his curly mustache.
It's close. Yeah. There's definitely like an overproof liquor in a mason jar close by the Yeti that we can't see, but we know is there.
Exactly. All right, let's do a couple more. I think I've skipped over a few because we've had. I want to keep the good vibes going. You know.
Don't spoil. Like I'm not trying to tell you to hurry up, but we're on a tightrope right now where like the good vibes have.
There was a band that covered it whose YouTube since they did the cover like many years ago. Their YouTube header image is now the Keck flag. And I had it on the list, but I'm like, we're not letting Kekistan get involved with this, you know?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, see, that's the sort of censorship I can get behind.
So this is Trina Melodia covering it on piano and earbuds. I'm pretty sure the piano was pre-recorded.
Yeah, because this is just sort of like a kid in their bedroom looking at the lyrics on a screen, looking up at the camera.
Unless she has like impeccable technique.
Yeah, where you're not even seeing her arms move. Ooh, a little bit of doubling there?
Hell yeah. Kind of awkward when you're singing to a piano cover. It's hard to know what to do during the instrumental part. She's
she's averted her eyes, which I appreciate. I don't want, like, if she's not singing, I don't want her just staring at me. This is lovely.
It's so good.
Damn it! A very good song.
It's too predictable at this point. What we're gonna be like? Okay, there's 3 left. This is DJ Topi. I think this one's pretty fucking incredible, if I remember correctly.
I've been here before a few times, and I'm quite aware every time. And your hands, they shake with goodbyes. And I'll take you back if you have me. So here I am, I'm trying.
you were saying that you are thankful for the generation that we grew up in, but I also feel like there's just like so much unbelievable magic happening all the time right now.
I'm not trying to imply that like the generation that we're part of is superior. I actually like just don't even think I'm cool enough.
That's what I mean. Like it's
unbelievable, but we still get to enjoy it. So like,
yeah, it's true.
You know,
it's so true. But like that was like kind of jaw dropping. Like it sounds so detailed and so effortless at the same time. This is only 1 year old. And also the artwork for the single was like some bejeweled knockoff Nike sandal slides.
Yeah,
it's like
but that was incredible.
Cool.
And I don't even know how you do that. And then you see like you watch like it's not the exact same thing, but like the Lil Peep documentary, and you're like, they making shit that sounds it sounds effortless, but like I don't know how to just do that. It doesn't seem that easy. Like shit like that just like has this like laconic effortlessness to it, and yet it obviously takes a tremendous amount of skill to pull that off right. And that was fucking incredible.
It's so good. All right, well, let me cleanse your palate with somebody named Saxel Rose.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's not just a clever name.
And Saxel Rose is doing the double screen thing from the music video. Because when the harms hit, you're gonna know. Yes.
This is the best thing I've ever seen. It's literally the best song. Oh!
Holy shit. I keep thinking I should stop it, but what if he does more sexy sax like that?
No, we have to watch this whole like I need to hear everything that Saxel Rose does. It's the horniest instrument.
This is my first instrument, actually.
That's why you're such a sexual being.
It's true. The way he's like vibing out to it too.
Yeah, like I feel like we gotta describe this. This guy's in front of like this like beautiful like ornate throne. So, you know, like a kind of a blue, simple kind of the background's blues and this red, like what do you call that? Like stippled, I don't know, button up. It's got a pony that looks like it's like blonde tips, kind of pulled back
with like a sick hairline fade thing.
Yeah.
Like this is a cool. Saxel Rose is no joke. He's a cool guy.
No, this is like a legitimately cool person. Like I feel like this is a person.
Yeah.
Like that I'd be intimidated by. Like, you know, if like we were both like waiting for coffee, I'd be like, this person is so.
Well,
cool.
I was intimidated by Saxel
cool
Rose
person.
while he was waiting in the instrumental break because I know he's about to fucking rip it out right now.
Yeah.
So good.
Why can't music just be this good?
I feel like this might have been the best cover section of all time.
The closest to it is Adam's song. In terms of like, I remember feeling this way.
Just like elation. Bravo, Saxel Rose. Bravo.
But like elation and like specifically like a different way of looking at a song that I didn't like.
Exactly.
This is what happens with Adam's song.
Yeah, it's not just that we have no backbone and that we're weak scum. It's also that these covers, we are.
That is true, and
yes, and we are sincerely engaging with these covers, and it's helping. Oh, I mean, Saxel Rose's YouTube goes so deep. I mean, we can't get into it today, but shout out to.
I also was taking a look, and I was like, "There's a lot of very promising content here."
Shout out Saxel Rose.
Saxel Rose, the god. I mean, you know what it is? I think sometimes we come around on it because we individually talk through these songs enough. Like we talk around them, but we do occasionally come to some interesting conclusion on our own about the song that allows us to like unlock a piece of it. But what's so amazing with these covers is it's like it takes you and I 2 hours to get there. But like when you have these songs that have been interpreted in like interesting and compelling ways by interesting and compelling people, like they're the one showing you a different angle. Like,
exactly. That's what I was trying to say earlier too, is like I don't think Blink-182 deserve credit for sure, but also like these songs are so good partially because of their laziness or their maybe it's not laziness. It's just their willingness to put out something so simple with such a straight face.
Reinterpreted in all these different ways.
Yeah. So it is kind of like it is another form of feeling like there's death of the author because it's just like it belongs to everyone. Like the reinterpretation of it makes it better than the original, but then it makes you appreciate the original more, and it's all just like a net positive every time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a net positive, I would say.
Okay, so finally we got, I love to say for the last, and I love when this happens, I found a Nation person in my travels. It makes me so happy. This is Andy Ramirez from the band Coastlands, from a member of the Portland Nation. This is like a pretty serious cover, I think. Like they've got, Woody wants some attention. Come on, Woody. We're almost done here. Andy likes Woody too, so that's okay. So Woody's saying hi to you, Andy. But there's artwork from the Blink-182 poster project on here. It's like so cool. So it's Andy playing bass and guitar and vocals, Jason on guitar, synth and vocals, and Trent on drums. This is only 3 months ago. It's meant for us to find it, or he also told me about it and I completely forgot. But I'm going to pretend that it was meant for me to find it. So here's Andy's cover. So this is a 7-minute song, and I can see the waveform. I'm pretty sure this gets fucking enormous by the end.
I mean, that was gorgeous, and also an incredible way of making the chorus work.
Exactly.
Incredible there.
Yeah, space it out a little bit. That was amazing. Shout out to Andy. Everyone check out the new Coastlands record. I think it came out like last month or something. So that was fucking sick. I'm tempted to play it in the background when we do final thoughts, but I feel like it would almost be belittling to the song.
I feel like that's disrespectful. But like maybe like link to it on the Twitter.
Yeah,
tomorrow?
exactly. Or if I forget, I mean, I'm sure you'll be able to find Andy's very prominent as well. But that was sick. Let's do our final thoughts. What are you thinking?
I feel like we've sort of communicated. I've communicated my final thought throughout this cover session, which is just like it's still hilarious to me that I'm shocked by this, but I am when you can come into these things. Like I said to you in chat before we started, just like this fucking song sucks, and I was like looking forward. Like I'm not in a bad mood, so I was like looking forward to chatting, but I was still like, oh man, we're just like. We've talked about this a couple of times, some of these episodes lately, where you're just like, I have nothing to say about Blink-182. Like, I have nothing to add about a song that I think is kind of middling, and instead to be sort of like slapped in the face with why we've continued to do this, why I think this as a project has worked, why it's been like so rewarding. And like, I'm speaking like 100% just like from my own point of view, like speaking nothing of anything else that is good,
Yeah.
But just like, this is literally why I still like doing this.
I know.
And that as we enter the final 3 weeks of this project feels like nothing short of a miracle.
It's so true. Yeah. It's like, I mean, there was something about this episode too. I think just because there was so many covers, it felt like an early one too. Like just having so much to pick from and it all being kind of interesting. So that was exciting too. But yeah, I mean, there's a quote in the interview that you're about to listen to. The listeners, I don't know if you're going to listen to it, but we'll pretend you did next week.
Yeah, for the purpose of the fiction that you're creating.
But I think the interview points to that is that like maybe after a while, everything does have merit if you just kind of listen to it enough or focus on it from a different angle. So, it's very interesting to just feel like I'm becoming the character of Robin from early on in the show.
Oh, God.
It's kind of scary, but also kind of exciting.
You either die
Dead tooth guy.
Die tooth guy or live long enough to see yourself become the Robin. There are worse fates.
It's true. All right. Well, that's scratch 4 off the list of the countdown. We got 3 left. See you guys next week.
And I'll take you back if you'd have me.
Welcome to Blink 155. We got a very special guest from the Vivian Girls and the Babies, and I think a lot of other stuff. Cassie Ramone is here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
What's new?
What's new? I don't know. A lot of things are new. You got to be more specific.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I mean, we've never spoken before, so it's hard to know where to begin. I guess the first thing I want to ask is, it seems like, the Vivian Girls, there was this exciting new album, and then so many things happened, and then now there's a pandemic. So are you working on more music now, or what's going on in COVID for you?
Okay, well, I guess the biggest and best news that has happened this year is that I finally got my own apartment just by myself. Feels like a milestone for being an adult. I'm very proud of myself for that. It's very cool to not have to live with roommates.
Yeah.
So basically, I have a 1-bedroom, but my bedroom is the living room, and the bedroom is my studio. So I've basically been gearing up to like record a new solo album this winter when everything gets really cold, and I don't really have that much of a game plan yet, but I have some ideas. I just want it to be really weird and experimental. Yeah, so I'm kind of preparing myself to do that, but I'm going to try to start once it's kind of miserable out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sick. I can't wait. That's exciting.
Thank you. I hope it works out.
Yeah. So you like, I mean, I get the impression that you're probably not a huge like pop punk fan. Is that fair to say? Or did you have like, did you have a pop punk phase like everyone else?
I was more into emo when I was in high school, but I guess there's a lot of overlap there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really discriminate on genres of music. I just kind of focus towards songs that I like. I would say there's like not one genre out there that I completely hate. Like even like new metal or like contemporary country and stuff like that. There's some songs that I like. So yeah, I mean, pop punk isn't like per se my thing, but I am a Blink-182 fan, and there's other pop punk songs that I to this day really enjoy.
So what's your, because I know we talked a little bit about, unfortunately, this song is the one we had to do this week, and we can just touch on it briefly later, but what is kind of your era of Blink-182?
I really like Dude Ranch, and I really like the song Carousel. And I also love Enema of the State, but I prefer Scott Raynor's drumming to Travis Barker, to be honest.
Oh my God, I'm so happy that you say that, because that is the objectively correct answer on this podcast.
Yeah, I like Travis. Don't get me wrong, but like his drumming is a little too technical for me, and I feel like Scott Raynor. It sounds kind of like an avalanche, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
So like basically the Scott Raynor stuff is way more my jam, and I think that Dude Ranch is kind of a perfect album front to back.
Oh my God, I don't say this to the people who answer wrong, but the people who answer right, you're on the right side of history in Blink-152.
Thank you very much.
books.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, because like. I love that you describe it as an avalanche, because that's how I've always thought of it, as kind of like it feels like he's barreling down a hill, which I guess is an avalanche. And then you've just
exactly. Yeah, I think it's so cool. I can't think of many other drummers that I would describe that way.
Yeah, I guess your music too does have that like similar kind of a little bit rough around the edges feeling. Like, have you ever been tempted to try to make something really slick?
I'd be down. I mean, like, I would need help with it. Like, I mean, I'm in my music and in my life, I would say that I'm the kind of person who kind of like duct tapes things together. You know, like my entire life is just like a mishmash of duct taping, metaphorically speaking, duct taping things together. And like, you know, I'm not a gearhead. I like just kind of have stuff lying around, and then I just like fuck around with it until I can make something special out of it. Like I'm very good at making something out of nothing.
Right.
I guess. But I would be completely down to work with a producer that was slick and make something very slick. But it would need to be the right producer. You know, I couldn't do it on my own.
Yeah, but oh man, I mean I'm totally the same way as what you're describing, and I think. Do you think though something is lost when you do that, or do you think it's possible to maintain the magic of the being duct taped together if you get too slick?
Well, the thing is that I wouldn't want to make a slick rock album. I would want to do it more like house or like freestyle type thing, or like some sort of like R&B thing where I sing like a hook or something like that. Like I would want to make like a slick like electronic album, not a slick rock album.
Yeah. That's the issue. Is you can't really slick up rock music very well.
Yeah, I mean, like you can, but like I just don't think that would really work with my style. So yeah, I'd rather just like sing and like, you know, like fuck around with like ambient like synths and stuff like that. But like I said, I would need a producer that knew a lot about that kind of stuff.
Right. So okay, Dude Ranch. I mean, you're correct about. I mean, I feel like our work is already done because you're so correct about Blink-182. It's like,
well, thank you very much. I'm right about everything. Just kidding.
But like, so okay, you like Dude Ranch, you like all the cool stuff. Do you think that, like, is it just aesthetically you don't like the newer stuff, or do you think that in your life, because for like what we talk about a lot on this show is kind of like feeling like we were too cool for things for a while, and then as we got older, we realized that we were kind of just being snobs. Like, do you have a journey like that where you're like, I was too cool for this kind of music for a while?
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I really liked Blink-182. When I was in middle school, I guess, and then when I was too.
Sorry. Can you repeat that line, because it just glitched really bad? So I missed that.
Sorry. Yeah.
No worries.
So I was a big Blink-182 fan when I was in middle school, and then when I was in high school, that's what kind of when I became too cool for it, because me and my friends in high school, we were like, it was like the early 2000s. Like, cool music was like harder to come by, so we were like in all the record stores all over like New York and New Jersey, just like kind of digging for like really weird, cool shit. And yeah, so I was definitely too cool for them in high school. But then I went to college, and I was definitely too cool for them my freshman year of college. But then when I was a sophomore in college, I was dating my first like real boyfriend, kind of, who I was 19 and he was 25. He was a pretty cool musician. At the time, I'm not going to say who it was, but he was
Scott
definitely
Raynor.
like,
Was it Scott Raynor?
No. He was just like a very like cool musician in the Brooklyn scene at the time.
Okay.
And he was like a little bit older than me, and he showed me like a lot of like really cool stuff. But he was unabashedly into Blink-182, and then I was like, oh shit! So like this guy that's like in this really cool band, he knows like all this really cool music and all this really cool art, but he still is like, no, Blink-182 is great. And that kind of taught me a lesson, because I'm like, yeah, you know what? They are great. And so we would like hang out and like listen to like, obscure punk rock and stuff like that. But then like we would like put on like this Blink-182 cassette that we shared. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to be a snob about this anymore. This is awesome.
Right. Yeah. It's just so strange that you kind of like, you can get so uptight about it, and then you just almost need to just give yourself permission to admit that something's good.
Yeah. And like now that I'm in my mid 30s, it's like all bets are off. Like, I don't care about, the music that I like. And if you judge me, like, F you,
I mean, it's almost hard to imagine that I'm in my mid 30s too. It's hard to imagine even a world where it was like that. 'Cause I feel like pretty much everything anyone I know listens to could be considered a guilty pleasure at this point.
Sure, yeah. Like at this point, like my guilty pleasure is like Animal Collective or something like that.
Right.
It's kind of funny, or like Radiohead. Like that's what I consider my guilty pleasure. Like it's like everything else I'm just like I'm open about,
That's the best guilty pleasure I've ever heard. Animal Collective.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Okay, so what about like, I feel like most people exist on a spectrum of like either being more of a Mark or more of a Tom. Is there one that you've kind of like, you feel more of a kinship with?
I've gone back and forth. I tend to like Tom's songs better. And I like that Tom is a real weirdo. But I follow Mark Hoppus on Twitter. I haven't actually, I don't really use Twitter anymore because I don't like the platform. I think it's kind of evil. But back when I was using Twitter a lot, I was following Mark Hoppus on Twitter, and I think his Twitter is so funny. So I think that like me and Mark would probably get along better, and I like his voice better. I like his singing voice better.
Right. Okay.
But I also appreciate Tom for having the weird voice, because like a lot of people have criticized my singing voice over the years, and I'm over it now. But I was insecure for a little bit, so yeah, I'm like proud of Tom for like making his really weird voice work for himself. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, definitely. That's so true. I think you're right. Like, I feel like Mark feels more like you can kind of understand him instantly, whereas Tom is just this enigma that you can think about forever and try to
exactly. And I think that's why they work. I think that's why they work so well together.
Yeah, it's so true. That's so true. So what about the fact that Blink-182 is a 3-piece, Vivian Girls a 3-piece? I mean, what's the magic of having a 3-piece instead of being a 4 or 5 or whatever?
I think with a 3-piece, there's a lot room for error. It's just tighter, you know, like you have to like really like focus and concentrate. If one person like falls apart, the entire thing falls apart. The more band members you have, the easier it is to mask a problem. And I think that, you know, there's just like like if I'm like playing guitar in Vivian Girls, like if I mess up real bad, it's like everybody's going to know it's me. If there's another guitar player, I could hide behind them. You know what I mean? But I don't have that luxury. And I kind of like that. It just like makes you focus to kind of be like the best versions of yourself musically.
Yeah, that's so true. That's amazing. I was actually at a Vivian Girls show in New York a long time ago when I was visiting New York. My wife and I happened to go to Market Hotel, and
cool.
I remember Ben Cook played guitar with you for like one show.
Oh, was that the Fucked Up show?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! That was one of my favorite Vivian Girls shows. That's sick.
Yeah. So, but he did did I imagine that, or did he play guitar for that one show?
Yeah. No, he did.
So you did try being a 4-piece one time.
We've experimented with a lot of different setups, honestly. There was like this one time where I believe it was Allie was the drummer at the time. She like had like an emergency and she couldn't play a show at Cake Shop. So like my friend Tim, who's a guy, he just filled in for drums without like having even practiced. He's just a really good drummer, right?
Yeah.
So we just winged it. There's like another time when we were on tour with TV on the radio, and we had like 3 other girls come with us. So we were a 6-piece because like, you know, that was like our first tour. It was only 3 shows, but that was our first tour with kind of a bigger band.
Okay.
So we were like, okay, like let's like amp it up. Like this is very early on in the Vivian Girls career, but we're like, okay, like so let's like amp it up. Let's like have like extra singers, stuff like that, you know. Yeah, we've definitely experimented with like having other people on stage. It's not like we're like 3-piece or bust, but like
right.
At the end of the day, we do take great pride in being a 3-piece ultimately.
Yeah, I mean it's the Blink-182 model.
Yeah,
it's tried and true.
Yeah.
So you kind of mentioned that you really are focused on like songs that grab you. Would you say you're more of a song person than an album person?
Yeah, I would say that.
And like, is it something that you can quantify, like what makes a song grab you, or is it kind of more subconscious?
It's hard to say. Sorry. I think, well, I'm very interested in like the process of like pop songwriting.
Yeah.
Like for example, like I'm a very big Burt Bacharach fan, as a lot of people who follow me know. And I think that the way in which he structures his music is incredibly interesting. It's like almost avant-garde in a way. And I guess I just generally it's definitely like a je ne sais quoi what makes me like love a song or not, because there's obviously songs that I love that aren't pop at all. They're like ambient or something like that, you know, or like house or whatever, or like rapped. But like you know, I think that I just really love like studying songwriting as a hobby. Like sometimes I'll like be driving around and I'll like listen to the radio and a song that I hate will come on, and I'll just like listen to it through and just like analyze what on earth made it a hit. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's just kind of always been a hobby of mine, like secretly. So like, or it's not a secret. I just don't talk about it that much. But
it's I really love. I agree. It's very interesting to like listen to something closely that you hate. For me, I try to see if I can make myself like it, and then sometimes I actually do end up liking something, and then people
I do that too.
People get mad.
Too.
I actually like tricked my brain into liking Imagine Dragons, and people got really mad at me about it. But
that's very interesting. Imagine Dragons is exactly one of those bands that I'll keep on the radio. I don't like them at all. I think they really suck. But then like I'll like be listening to like Believer or Thunder or whatever, and I'll be like, okay. I kind of get it. I kind of get where they're coming from here. I kind of get why this is a hit,
totally.
You know?
Especially Thunder, I think is like, thunder is just kind of undeniable. Like it feels like a computer generated it to get stuck in your head.
I know it's bizarre. They're a really strange band, and me and one of my best friends, we have like this ongoing Imagine Dragons like joke. We send each other like Imagine Dragons memes and stuff like that. But like I will listen to them in the car, and I'll be like, oh my god, like this sucks so bad. Why is it such a hit? And then I'll just like really do like the mind puzzles or whatever, and that's fun for me. I don't know.
I'm totally the same way. I got to tell you, I'm sorry to the listeners who've heard this a million times, but I was like making fun of Imagine Dragons on Twitter a couple of years ago, and the singer like found it, and we started like kind of a little bit fighting on Twitter back and forth.
That's amazing.
And then I was like, do you want to hash this out on my Blink-182 podcast? And so he came on the show.
That's awesome.
And was like super nice, and he shared his he was in a Mormon ska band when he was in high school. He shared some songs from that. So yeah, he's a really cool guy. But yeah,
he seems like a nice guy. I like no hate to like the band members or whatever. Like I do think he seems like a cool person.
But it's just interesting, like, how did somebody arrive at making these songs that so many people viscerally hate, but someone must love them?
I mean, they're a very popular band. They're
Yeah.
incredibly popular. They're like the most popular rock band in America right now, I guess, something like that.
Yeah, it seems
So,
like it.
That's why I always like leave them on in the car, because I want to try to understand.
It's totally. So, like, are there any Blink songs that, like, maybe not from Dude Ranch, but any, like, Travis era ones that stand out to you as being, like, really sick songs?
Like it's like sick in a good way.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket was kind of like the era where they started losing me. Like
Yeah.
I like the hits from that album now, but like I feel like their songwriting just got like more and more formulaic, and they kind of lost me around then, and that like that's the thing. It just like seemed like incredibly formulaic. But I still enjoy the hits. I love Rock Show, whatever. Here, let me look at Blink-182's discography. There's one later song that I really like. I really like Feeling This.
That song rules.
Yeah, it does. There's another one. Oh, Obvious I really like too. Yeah. I like Feeling This and I like Obvious.
Yeah, like that album specifically has some like pretty wild moments.
Yeah.
But the song this week we're talking about is also from that album. It's called Always, and you were saying that one didn't necessarily grab you very much.
Well, actually, I kind of changed my mind about that a little bit because I listened to it after you told me to, and now I remember actually that boyfriend that I was telling you about a few minutes ago. We made each other a lot of mixtapes. He would make me like these insane mixtapes because he was crazy. We dated on and off for 3 years.
Okay.
So he made me like one time he made me this mixtape where like that song Pale Blue Eyes, it was on it like 6 times. Like he was like a psycho like that. Like he would make me these like really weird mixtapes with like this like a song being on it like a million times, and it was like annoying but also like kind of cool. So I remember he made me this one mixtape where Always was on it like 3 times.
Oh, really?
And it's kind of weird because he kind of like jerked me around a little bit, right? Like I know now that he was like sleeping around, stuff like that, like kind of like not being very faithful to me. Like I was tied around his finger. I loved him so much. But I guess that's like what happens when like you're like young and you date a musician who's like a little bit older than you, who's very cool, and girls are probably throwing themselves at him. So
I mean, being able to be cool and be a diehard Blink-182 fan simultaneously, that might be a red flag. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was hot. Because his taste in music was great. Like he had really great taste in music and art. Like, and his band was like very popular in Brooklyn at the time. So like he like even though he like was jerking me around all the time, he would put all these like really romantic songs on these mixtapes for me, and he definitely like put Always on a mixtape for me on the same tape several times, and I guess like I was getting a little bit nostalgic for that.
Okay.
It's very weird, he's a very weird guy. So that's my memory with that song. Our relationship eventually came to a bitter end, but but yeah, I mean, I guess like he felt that way about me at some point.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's so.
Yeah.
So it's a very actually accidentally a very personal song for you that we invited you on.
Accidentally, yeah. Like I was thinking about like about a different song when he first like brought it up with me, but then I like listened to Always. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the song. Shit. All right.
So like, can you divorce it from the experience, and or is it not even possible? Like in terms of just like if it existed in a vacuum, is it a good song or no? Because I actually can't figure it out either.
I think it's okay. I can never divorce it from my experience with it, because like this guy was like the first guy that I was ever in love with, and like, you know, I was like young, and you know how that stuff goes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's impossible to divorce. Like the same thing with like Pale Blue Eyes. I can like never listen to that song ever again without thinking about this guy. You know, I don't even like that song that much either. But like, sorry for like that. That's not cool of me. I don't care. But yeah, I think it's an okay song. I think it's like sweet. I think that like it's generic, it's formulaic, but it's a sweet song, and I appreciate that about it.
Yeah, like that's kind of what the tension I'm finding is like I guess I just know the song so well from listening to this album, and I think it's kind of interesting that they went like full new wave, because I don't think they had really done that before this, or I guess to me this song seems more new wave at least, but
I can hear that, yeah.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like it is so formulaic. But then my other thought is like, is it so bad to be formulaic if you figured out a formula that works for you?
I mean, that's the thing. It's like I was talking about contemporary country earlier, and contemporary country is incredibly formulaic. You know, there have been times on tour and, you know, just on vacation, like road trips and stuff, where the only thing on the radio is country, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely many pockets of the USA where that's like, unless it's like talk radio, that's like all that there is. So I definitely had like a contemporary country phase at one point, because like I was like fascinated by the genre, and those songs are all incredibly formulaic. They all like, the title of the song is always like the first part of the chorus and the last part of the chorus, which I think is very interesting. And a lot of those songs really suck, but some of them are pretty amazing. And yeah, being formulaic isn't always bad. It's just like, you know, I mean, like I know like Katy Perry songs are incredibly formulaic or whatever. I still enjoy some of those.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, it just depends on your mood, I guess. Like I generally like the stuff that sticks with me tends to be more like weird, like Burt Bacharach songs and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's like merit to everything, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I've been realizing. That's kind of scary. There's merit to everything. That's like a great point that is kind of stressful when you realize it. You're like, somebody probably had a good experience with this piece of shit song that I hate listening to, and who am I to deny that?
Absolutely, yeah. It's like definitely something that I've, especially like you know, like with how crazy this year has been. It's like grounding to think that, like, you know, like speaking of the world in like black and white terms is never a good thing, and you know, I know I'm veering off the topic of music right now, but yeah, like you know, there's merit to everything. Even like you know, I like hate like. I call it anxiety music, like the music that like people blast from their cars in Brooklyn, and it's like really loud, and it's like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And like, you know, like it's like I call it anxiety music, because it's like what the hell are you doing, man? Like this is like just like very loud and fast tempo and like whatever. But like, you know what? It probably makes that person happy. So I hate it, but like, you know, it serves its purpose. It's making somebody happy.
Yeah, damn. I guess talking about Blink-182 is inevitably going to end up just realizing that being a snob is overrated.
No, being a snob sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like the older I get, like the more I'm against it. Like I've like recently realized that like I kind of like Aerosmith, which is kind of really crazy because I've hated them for so long. That's like another snobby thing, you know? And like fucking like Foreigner and shit. Like I'm like a Foreigner fan now. Like, and I'm like, you know, I know that Eddie Van Halen just died, but like, you know, there used to be a time where I thought that like Van Halen was lame and like this happened before his passing, but like then I was like, no man, Van Halen's fucking cool, you know? And like and it's like I never thought that I'd be the kind of person who who's like a Hesher or something like that. But you know, that's just how life goes sometimes.
Yeah, your 30s contain all kinds of surprises.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I just don't care anymore. It's like I like what I like and like deal with it.
It's true. Yeah, yeah, I know. I think for me personally, I'm still having an internal battle between the Imagine Dragons fan and the snob. They're duking it out. So I think by the time we're done this podcast project, hopefully I'll figure it out. But
I hope so too. I wish you the best of luck with that.
Thank you so much. So Cassie, we really appreciate you coming on. Is there anything that you want to plug or promote or anything?
Sure. I just co-designed a t-shirt with my friend Howard from Los Angeles. So yeah, his website is Health Collective USA. He manufactures the shirts, but I co-designed it. It's a shirt. It says Whole Foods, just do it on the front. I've had this idea for a while. You can buy that shirt if you want something that I designed. It's for sale, sizes small through extra large. I would also say, if you want to go to the Polyvinyl website, please buy Vivian Girls merch. It has not been an easy year for musicians to make money because, you know, live music isn't happening. And if you want to buy one of my pieces of art, just go to my Instagram and DM me, and I will make you a painting. I believe that is all the plugging that I have to do for right now.
Excellent. Excellent plugging. All right. Thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.